If I may ask you, do you know a lot of people, they have so much money but feeling mo hindi naman mayaman?
Yes.
Yeah, hindi healthy. Relationship is not doing good. They're not even growing because they're always money, 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 work, work, work. Spiritual connection, you don't even know what it is. But they don't even have time to play and enjoy and go on a vacation. And wealth for me is not just money. Money is part of it, but it's really being able to embrace all the goodness of life. Which means, do I feel good about myself when I am by myself? I will repeat that. Gustong-gusto ko ba yung sarili ko, especially pag nag-iisa ako? And that's the gift of transformation. That when you start transforming yourself and focusing your rate of self-evolution with or without money, I'm happy.
Does money buys happiness?
It doesn't buy happiness, it amplifies happiness. Because happiness is a choice. May pera ka, but if you choose to be happy, you're happy. Wala kang pera, if you choose to be happy, you're happy.
Meron bang point sa buhay mo na parang naramdaman mo yung sign na nag-guide ka or what?
It's easy. Intuition, how you feel. Kaya tayo pumapalpak sa buhay because you decide not based on His will but based on your own ego. Just be in an ease and flow of life. Diba? Sabi nga sa kanta, I don't know if you remember, row your boat, which means ang pakialaman mo lang yung boat mo. Gently, which means not pushing hard down the stream. This is the best part. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is about a dream. Tumawag sa akin, umiiyak ako kasi sabi niya, Coach, ganito, pinag-uusapan namin yung role sa kasal. Coach, pagdating mo sa altar, pupunta ka sa likod. Kasi ikaw maghahatid sa akin. Parang wala nga akong anak, pero na-bless ako. And for me to be given that role, ang sarap nun. I may not have my own biological children, I was able to fulfill that.
Ano yung pinaka-craziest thing na nagawa mo sa pagmamahal?
To give it all of who I am, even it's hurting.
Ang most embarrassing thing na nangyari sa'yo in public? If magiging fictional character ka, anong character to? Mamahalin mo pa rin ba ang partner mo kahit meron siyang 3 asawa?
So hi, my name is Russ Juson. I am actually a business owner. I just feel so blessed that I run several businesses. It's all giving me 7 to 8 figures on a monthly basis income. However, I'm not busy, I'm not overwhelmed, I'm not even stressed simply because my business is running without me. My business is actually expanding without me simply because I know how to train people, how to grow people so that they are doing what they're supposed to do so I can do what I enjoy doing. Which is right now, by the way, I enjoy yoga, I enjoy taking care of my health. I'm now a farmer, and most of the time I spend a lot of time helping, supporting business owners in making sure that they're not just earning a lot of money and time freedom, but they also get a lot of fulfillment in their life. And therefore, part of what I do is to coach people. No, I don't want to call myself as a life coach, but I want to call myself as a transformational coach. Why? I want to support the world, healing them, healing their pains, so that we can actually create a better world, so people can start supporting other people to see a better world. And that's what I eat, breathe, and sleep, making a difference, changing other people's lives through the work that I do. So welcome to Lazy Genius.
Yes, thank you, Coach. Kasi nakapunta ka na rin dito sa Lazy Genius Podcast. So, sa mga hindi nakakilala kay Coach Russ, kaya ko siya in-invite dito dahil noon gumagawa ko ng content sa mga siguro mga 1 year before, nakita ko na rin yung mga contest niyo sa FYP. Okay. So, after that, hindi ko naman pinapanood ko lang, pero hindi ako masyadong interesado dahil hindi ako open-minded sa mga life coach, mga power. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung ginagawa nila. So, I interviewed RDR at yung mga iba pang mga like si Paulo Castro at yung bukang bibig nila after that is si Coach Russ.
Okay.
So, sa isip ko, sino ba to? Sino ba tong Coach Russ na to na manghang-mangha sila? And even si RDR sabi sa akin na pumunta ka doon, talagang pipigayin ka, lalabahan ka. Paglabas mo, ibang tao ko. Sabi ko, totoo ba yun? Parang scam ata yun. Hindi kasi ako naniniwala sa ganun eh. At kapag sinabi ni RDR, at siya yung pinaka-prangkang taong nakilala ko, na sobrang direkta, straight to the point, at siya namang sa'yo, doon ako nag-decide na sino ba to? Sino ba si Coach Russ? Kaya nandito kayo yung Coach Russ. Gusto kong malaman kung ano ba yung ginagawa mo, ano ba yung transformation na ginagawa mo sa kanila, paano mo ba sila nilalabahan, ano bang sabon na gamit mo. So bago tayo mag-start, sino ba si Coach Russ ng bata siya hanggang sa paglaki?
Oh, ang ganda nung tanong, no? And una-una, natutuwa naman ako na imbitahan ako dito, hindi dahil gustong-gusto mo yung content ko. And that's honest, no? Not a lot of people like my content. Maybe it's just appealing to few. However, I like it because na-intriga ka, simply because maybe powerful, successful people na maybe dumaan sa support ko, nakita mo may pagbabago. And maybe the reason why I'm here is to also maybe serve people who you serve with the message I have. No?
Yes.
And nakakatuwa lang na, kwento ko lang, no? Meron kasing collaboration si RDR tsaka si Real Talk Darbs. And then what happened was, si Real Talk Darbs, kakagraduate lang nung course ko. And then after my course, maybe a week after, meron silang collab. And because Real Talk Darbs really like what he experienced in my coaching class, talagang pinilit niya si RDR to put me in the class. And then RDR was very upfront and saying, zero talaga ako dyan sa mga life coaches na yan. Scam lang yan. Wala tayong mapapala dyan. No? So tingilan mo na yan. No? But sabi nga ni RDR, knowing RTD na meek lang, tahimik lang, first time yung nakitang sobrang enthusiastic, sobrang excited, kumaga hype na hype, sabi mo nga, power na power.
Yes.
Sige na nga, pagbigyan kita kasi bihira ka lang ganyan. So, all of the sudden, I was invited to the collaboration. I was asked to do a two-hour talk. So, pagdating ko, na-meet ko si RDR, kinamayan ako. It was respectful, matama ka, no, angas. And said, Coach Russ, diretso na kita. Negative talaga ako sa mga life coaches. Ilang beses na akong nadala. At sa totoo lang, hindi ako pabor dito. At pinagbigyan ko lang si RTD. Sabi ko naman, ganon. Sabi ko naman, upfront, first time namin meet, sabi ko naman, you know, I respect you because ako rin. Kaya nga, I don't call myself as a life coach. I just wanna be called Russ. Because in the end, ang dami kasing nakapag-attend lang ng seminar, life coach na kaagad ang tawag sa kanila. Or nagpa-certify lang $1 online, life coach na kaagad. And that's why ang daming taong nadadala. No? Same thing with me. But one thing for sure, if I am to put out myself there as a coach, I truly understand that I've invested so much time, energy, and effort in making sure I learned all the theories. Ibig sabihin, nag-aral ako, US, Singapore, Canada, in making sure magaling ako. So in terms of theory. So which means, alam ko yung theory, however, hindi siya magiging ganun ka-effective pag hindi ka nag-move sa next level, which is experience. So before ko ni-launch yung sarili ko bilang life coach, I went into several life coaching courses that I experienced being coached. I experienced coaching others. So therefore, hindi ko lang siya inalam here, but na-experience ko rin mismo. Some people kasi hindi na nag-theory, experience lang. No, naka-attend ng life coaching program, pagka kinabukasan, nag-life coach na kaagad.
Yes.
Scary yan.
Doon ka nasali ang tao.
Scary yan because you don't know. Please do not play around people's souls. Please do not play around people's lives because you don't know in the conversation may mabubuksan kang can of word na hindi mo alam paano mo isara. But I guess what I like about what I'm doing right now is, yes, I'm very clear. I learned about the theory. I'm very clear. I experience it myself here and abroad. Mentorship around it. But above all, I have application. What does it mean? I do not use my coaching as my ultimate source of business. In fact, it's just on the side. Of course, I earn a lot simply because I have letter A, which is application. Meaning, I have my own team, I have my own business, I have thousands of people who are in my own organization that I applied all the theory, all the experience, and made them realize that they can also do what I do. And dun nga sa na-share ko sa'yo, I think I have more than 200, 300 people who's already creating the success, the wealth that they want, but not only that, also the time freedom, but also the fulfillment. Simply because this is a business model that I want to help entrepreneurs in making sure that yes, you're earning a lot and I want you to get out of the stress and anxiety. Simply because most of the CEOs na kausap ko ngayon, 100%, okay, kumikita ng maganda, malaki yung pangarap, but they're in a space of either stress and anxiety or bored. Yung bored, kumikita ng marami, hindi alam anong gagawin sa pera kung ano-anong binibili. And they don't know what to do with their next step. And most of the time, people who are there, because they don't know what to do next. But karamihan, nakarating kung saan lang gusto marating financially, and yet they still want more, not because they want it for themselves, but they want it for the people who believed in them.
Yeah.
Yun ang kaganda ng mga entrepreneurs ngayon eh. They're not focusing on money, but they want to earn more because they want to serve more.
Yes.
Except that, it's very tiring. It's very stressful.
Yes.
Now, my gift to the world, my gift to you as a CEO, as an entrepreneur, is yes, you will have the enormous amount of money that you want, but I want you to move to the last and final state of humanity, which is ease and flow. Which means your business can run without you, your business can grow without you, because you're in a space of ease and flow. And the type of work that I do here is to help business owners, again, number one, to learn the basics of coaching. It's the most powerful tool for management and leadership. Because if I may ask you, Frank, yung sa business mo, sa mga employees mo, anong mas malaking problema, yung personal life nila or yung career nila?
Personal fish.
Kadalasan personal.
Yes.
Kaya ang trabaho kasi may problema sa bahay.
Oh, yes.
So anong gawa ng mga business owner? Number one, wag mo nang isipin 'yan. Kaya mo 'yan, positive thinking lang. Hindi na dala sa power yan eh. We don't know how to handle it.
Yes.
Right? Because the house are never enough. Because kung enough yung house, everyone will be hot, will be multi-millionaire happy. How come all the houses are available, but people are getting what they want? Because it's not enough.
Yes.
Some people will go to number 2, which is motivational. Okay, kaya mo yan, no? Naniniwala ko sa iyo, no? Tapos kung hindi na kaya ma-motivate, tawagin natin si pastor, no? Pre-overtime, ganyan. Pagbalik, ganun pa rin.
Yes.
The coach here is never focusing on the how, because the how is always available. May ChatGPT na.
Yes.
May YouTube University. In fact, if I want to learn what you're doing, panoorin ko lang video mo, kaya ko nang gawin yan.
Yes.
But how come people are not doing it?
Yes.
Because the who is not clear. Life coach, as a leader, you have to make sure that you train your people to learn about who they are, so that when their who is clear, when they're at work, they can do anything and everything because they're now empowered. And that's the time when everyone in your own organization understands who they are on the context of number 1. Who you are is capable, which means kayang-kaya mo kahit anong paggawa sa'yo kasi meron kang bagong belief system na kaya ko. Example, no? May driver ka. No? Sabihin mo, sige nga, magpiano ka. Hindi po ako marunong. O bigyan kita ng $10 million, aralin mo in 1 year. Sige po, gusto ko. Notice nag-shift.
Yes.
Because people are not doing what they're supposed to do because their first mindset here is, hindi ko kaya yan. But the moment you start taking a look at on this new belief system that I can do anything if I choose to do it, it's possible.
Yes.
That's why I really love taking care of 19, 20, 21-year-old, and we call that internship. So those people who you met through me are people who I started training at age 21, and most of them are now 30, 31.
Yes.
They're creating the most beautiful life they can ever imagine. But I never teach them the how. I never overemphasize the why. But what I overemphasize here is the who, that you are capable if you choose to. Number 2, that you are responsible with your life. Meaning, if you're successful, congratulations, ikaw yan. Pero pag palpak ka, congratulations, ikaw din yan. So the moment everyone in your own organization thinks that I am capable, I am responsible, which means no drama is happening in our own organization. No justification, no excuses, no blame, because when you take that away in the way you guys think, people are just doing what they're supposed to do. Now, if I may ask you, Frank, how does that feel like? People who you work with, everyone in your own organization, yung thinking nila kaya ko kahit anong gawin. Responsable ako sa buhay ko. Anong pakiramdam?
Masarap. Maganda.
And what will happen to your business in the next 3 years? If everyone in your team are just like you, capable, responsible.
Sabagay, skyrocket talaga yun.
Exactly. Without you.
Yes.
It's expanding, it's exploding without you. And those are the two things that I would always want to support business owners. And back to my story, when RDR saw that, he finally said, okay, for the very first time, susubukan ko to kasi mukhang legit naman. Sabi ko, oo naman, boss. Right? Hindi naman potso-potso to. Hello, nag-MIT, nag-Harvard, nag-INSEAD. Lahat ng top coaching class I attended.
So, nag-Harvard ka, Coach Russ?
Yes.
Or sa MIT?
Society of Organization Learning.
Grabe.
INSEAD pa ako, business school. So, kumbaga, hindi mo potso-potso kausap mo. Boss, kaya ka siguro naloko kasi sino man kausap mo?
Totoo.
Potso-potso. I mean, ibahin mo ako.
Yeah.
Pero hindi lang yan. Hindi ko lang siya inaral. Na-experience ko rin. Kumbaga, pinagdaanan ko lahat ng dapat pagdaanan para alam ko anong pakiramdam, anong gagawin, paano ko siya gagawin. Pero here's the thing. I have application. Which means I have a running business that I earn millions in my own business without this coaching. So which means kung kikita man ako sa coaching and training business ko, bonus na lang lahat yan. Why? Because I have an application. And because I have an application, business owner listens to me. Business owner submits to me. Business owner tends to start to embrace my practices simply because it's working. And then, sinubukan ni RDR, sinama buong team niya. After a week lang, tumawag, sabi niya, Coach, may problema ako. Ano yun? Bakit gano'n? Wala na akong ginagawa. Kasi dati, may night shift siya, may morning shift siya. Pagod na pagod siya. Sabi ko, that's the result of making sure that everyone in your team thinks they're capable. Everyone in your team are responsible. And sabi ko, ang delikado lang yan, yung taong ayaw mag-isip ng ganong pag-iisip, magre-resign yan. And lo and behold, maraming nag-resign. Pero, kung unti yung tao, yung productivity lumaki. And up until now, relax na siya. I mean, when he was here, how did you experience him? Ngarag ba? Tense ba? Or relax na relax?
Isa lang, isang word. Fresh.
Exactly.
Kala mo walang negosyo eh.
And that's the power of transformation.
Yes.
That when you allow yourself to be in a process of transformation and you bring everyone in your own organization, my God, all you think is, how much time can I spend with my family? How much time can I spend with my health? How much time can I think more of other creative means and ways to help others? And the best part here, money will just run after you. And that's the type of work that I do na legit. And I can safely claim, yamang na kung yamang, siyempre, di ba, mayamang, di. Nag-match kami, di ba? Dapat lang eh, alam nga naman, kinahihiya mo ang galing mo, hindi. Kung may magbabash man, okay lang, I love you. However, I will not dim my light because you're offended.
Yes.
Wear your sunglasses. Simply because I want to give this to people who wants this, who needs this, and I just have a message that it's possible if you truly want it. Why? You are responsible for your own success. And that's the work that I do. And that's how excited I am, simply because, again, every day, I talk to a lot of CEOs, a lot of business owners, and nagkakaroon sila ng liwanag, no? Ng excitement na parang finally magkakasolusyon yung gusto ko sa mangyari sa buhay ko, which is number one, of course, financial freedom. They have it, but they don't have the time freedom.
Yes.
Now, they have time freedom. No, I just came from our friend, Dan. He said, Coach, grabe. Eto nang ginagawa ko. In fact, gusto ko na mag full-time sa'yo, mag-internship. Sabi ko talaga, Kasi wala na siyang ginagawa kasi lahat ng tao niya, self-managed na.
Wow.
Lahat ng tao niya self-motivated na.
Pinasok na nila yung team niya?
Yes.
Oh.
So there's a series of leadership development that we're doing, and because of that, nagkaroon siya ngayon ng, okay, I wanna do 100x in my business with total excitement, without fear. Why? Again, awareness. That when we bring everyone in our own organization to think the way you think, to act the way you act, can you imagine how many Franklin do you have in your entire organization that will 10x or 100x your business?
Yes.
And that's your job. Your job here is, again, number one, to make sure that you train your people to think the way you think.
Yes.
Which is number one, capable. I mean, as 12 years old, you're capable to create your own success. Teach it to them.
Yes.
But number two, you're responsible with your own life. You're responsible with your success. So huwag mo i-asing success mo sa akin, i-asa mo sa choice mo ngayon. So when you teach them that, and that is now the concept of your own organization through the process of coaching, your next job here is to build a level 10 relationship. What does it mean? Na alam mo lahat, especially yung core team mo, clear na clear kayo, open na open kayo, at alam mo ano nangyayari sa kanila because people want relationship. People want connection, and that's your next job. But you cannot leave your own organization not unless you move to the next, which is build a structure so that without you, the structure itself is running the business because people will just plug into the structure.
Yes.
And your job here is to just check your people. Are we on track or off track with the structure? When they're off track, get in. When they're off track, get in. But if they continually being off track, you know what? Hindi ka na bagay dito. Then never be afraid to lose people because there will always be somebody else outside there who will be aligned to you, who will support you, who will bring you to your 100x business.
Oh.
Parang dami kong sinabi, no?
Pero grabe no, Coach Russ, no, na you can be rich by doing your business, pero you can be wealthy when there's a team na nag-help sa business.
Yeah, you know, I don't have any traditional business. All my business is leverage business, which means it's my leadership that allows me to create my financial blessing by teaching others to be like me, and in return, it all goes up to me. So, which means right now, yes, I would really love to let people know that being wealthy is always available to you. And when I say wealthy, it has to start with physical health. That you cannot sacrifice your physical health because you're running after money. We always hear health is wealth, but how come you're not taking care of your health? Why? Because you're busy running after money.
Yes.
But you cannot also sacrifice family. You cannot sacrifice relationship. Parang empty ang buhay mo, may pera ka nga, wala ka namang love life. People who you love, you don't even feel that you love them. They don't even feel that you love them, or you don't even feel that they love you because wala kang time eh.
Yes.
Busy ka sa kakahanap ng pera. Third part here is growth, which means my only job here as a business owner is to make sure that my rate of personal evolution is matched to the degree of how I want to bring my business. So which means if I grow my business 10x in the next 2 years, it's never about hard work kasi nauubos ang effort natin. It's never about strategic planning because again, market may change.
Yes.
Situation may change. There might be another COVID. But your rate of self-evolution will determine whether you're gonna enjoy your business or you're gonna be stressed with your business.
Yes.
So which is growth in terms of building your mind. However, most important part for me here is being able to know that there's a higher being, higher power, higher source. I call him God. That I connect to every day, because when I connect to the ultimate source of wealth, ultimate source of all the blessings in life, I need not to work hard because somebody's working for me. All I do is just connect to that source. But above all, number 5, very important, playful creative expression, which means always remember what you enjoy doing and spend time with it. Do something that you enjoy doing. That if you see in my contents, I'm always in the water. Because my real name is Aquarius.
Oh.
And I'm a water element, and all I want is to always be in the water. So at least 10 days per month, I'm just in my farm. Because everyday gusto ko nasa ilog ako, everyday gusto nasa falls ako. A lot of times I'm in the lake, and that's what I truly enjoy. And the more I am inspired, the more what I want is running after me. But being able to feel wealthy is not just about money. If I may ask you, do you know a lot of people, they have so much money, but feeling mo hindi naman mayaman?
Yes.
Yeah, kasi hindi healthy.
Yeah.
Relationship is not doing good. They're not even growing because they're always money, work. Okay? Spiritual connection, you don't even know what it is. But they don't even have time to play and enjoy and go on a vacation. And wealth for me is just not just money. Money is part of it, but it's really being able to embrace all the goodness of life. Which means, do I feel good about myself when I am by myself? I will repeat that. Do I feel good? Gusto ko ba yung sarili ko? Especially pag nag-iisa ako. And that's the gift of transformation. That when you start transforming yourself and focusing your rate of self-evolution, your rate of personal growth,
Yes.
with or without money, I'm happy. With or without love life, I'm happy. Why? Because now I understand that wealth and riches is never about external things.
Okay.
It's always about internal. And that's where I want to invest my time, energy, effort, even a lot of money in making sure that I built my internal soul, my internal spirit to create
Yes.
what I want external.
Yes. Pero may question ako, Coach Russ. Ang daming mo agad na nabuo sa value at knowledge. Agad-agad. Bigla ako na bigla. Gusto kong malaman na habang nagsasalita ako, Coach Russ, na ang dami kong naisip na saan ba nakuha na itong knowledge nito? Siyempre, lahat meron tayong pinagkukuha ng knowledge. Ano ba yung pinagdaanan mo na, siyempre, if you are teaching other people to transform their life, you need to transform your life first, di ba?
Yeah.
You need to walk it before you talk it.
Yeah.
So, gusto ko malaman, ano ba yung mga pinagdaanan mo before na kaya mo sila natutulungan ngayon?
Okay, kwento ko na. Paano ba ako namalita ko? Okay?
Yes.
Ako yung batang lumaking bobo. Never.
Bobo ka din.
Ay, oo, proud. Woo! Proud bobo. Dahil sa kabobohan ko, gumandang buhay ko. Hallelujah. Anyway, you know, I grew up thinking bobo ko.
Yes.
Okay, bakit? Never ako nag-enjoy ng summer vacation because I have to do remedial class through summer class. Grade 4, I was kicked out because if I don't move to another school, I will repeat grade 4. Ayaw na magulang ko yun. So grade 5, lumipat ako ng school. Grade 6, lumipat school. Palipat-lipat ako, no?
Grabe.
Puro pasang awa.
Grabe.
Puro pasang awa. So can you imagine growing up, ako lang yung bata sa 70s, sa classroom namin, nahiwalay yung magulang. Kasi dati pag paghiwalay magulang mo, weird ka. Ngayon hindi, ba't hindi hiwalay magulang mo? Parang nasa shock sila. Dati hindi weird. So, can you imagine feeling bobo na, feeling weird pa? This is the best part. Okay? Ang pangit ko nung malit pa ako. Believe me. No? May picture ako dyan i-prove na talagang pangit na bobo pa, hindi pa nakaramdam na pagmamahal.
Grabe.
That's all happening, no? And doon ko na-develop yung, as a little child, doon ko na-develop yung, tawag natin social climber.
Yes.
Kasi para pumasa ako, kailangan kong magpaka-alipin, magpaka-alalay sa mga matatalino.
Okay.
Kasi syempre, kahit paano, nag-cheating ako nung maliit ako. No? Para lang makamasa. Right? Yung hindi ko kayang i-cheating, iiyakan ko yung teacher, no? So, can you imagine all my life just like that? Then kung graduated ako ng college, no? Pag-graduate ko ng college, I was on my own. Naalala ko yung biodata pa, hindi pa CV. Nag-print ako 100, no? Tapos, isa-isa yan, aakyatin ko lahat ng office to apply.
Pero ano yung tinapos mo?
Alam mo, hindi ko na maalala. Basta alam ko nakatapos ako. Commerce, parang gano'n. Ang tagal na nun eh.
Galing po kayo sa mayaman na pamilya?
Yes, I come from a good family, above average. I think, remember ko sa Davao, we were the only one na my dad had a sports car, Ford Pinto, 2 doors. We live in a big house. Maayos ang family ko,
Okay.
no? However, again, emotionally, it wasn't there. I grew up, my dad and my mom nagkakaso. And I felt money was the source of all. It was not the lack of money, but there was money na nag-away-away yung parents ko. No? So can you imagine all the trauma, all this and that?
Tapos pangit pa.
Mataba, bobo. Lahat na nang hindi maganda na natanggap ko nung maliit ako. No? So, guys, budget lang po. Budget lang po yan. So anyway, I was just so happy na nung pag-graduate ko, alam mo, wala ni isang nagpatawag sa akin ng interview. Kasi titingnan na picture mo, ang taba-taba, ang itim-itim. Right? Tapos, yung grades ko, puro bagsak. No? Maniwala ka. Ang galing ko mag-English, di ba?
Yes.
Dati, kapiranggot lang ang alam kong English. Kasi talagang, pasang awa, walang alam. I mean, wala talaga.
Like literal.
Tapos, etong pinakamasaklap, no? Sa Davao, kakabukas lang ng 2 fast food chain. Sabi ko, samahan mo ako, baka dito na sasertehin ako. So sinama ko yung best friend ko. Tapos yung best friend ko, binigyan ng application, pipilapan mo ganon. So sige, filapan ko na, wala na ako. Aba, siya yung pinatawag ako, hindi. Tapos yung biruan, paano ka na matanggap? Yung pantalon daw doon hanggang 36 lang, 46 yung waistline mo.
Uy.
Di ba? Fast food na nga, hindi ka pa natanggap.
Dahil
Ganyan ka kaboto, ganyan ka pangit, ganyan ka. I mean, lahat na nung pinakapangit naranasan ko na. No? As an early on. And buti na lang, there's one company na naghahanap ng pang-Christmas lang, no? Na maglilinis ng showroom at the same time maging relievo bilang promodizer. Philips Company.
Philip.
Yeah. And I worked there for 15 years.
15.
Yeah.
As a?
I started as a janitor/promodizer.
Grabe.
Ito yung turnaround, Frank. I feel so blessed because the first person who I worked for was not a manager, was not a boss, and I realized he was a mentor. Okay, if you look at my life right now, how come I like to mentor a lot of people? Simply because a mentor can change the course of somebody's life.
Yes.
And because of that mentor, his name is Jun Hugos, he passed away. I am where I am today. And that's where my spirit, my joy, to mentor young people because I know how I can help them. Ano bang pinagkaiba ng mentor sa boss? Yung boss, i-develop ka para umayos yung work mo, para happy siya sa work niya.
Yes.
A mentor is someone who will not develop you sa trabaho lang, but will develop you as a person who will give you all the character, all the values of who you need to be so that when you're at work, you can perform better.
Yes.
He gave me my first book, Think and Grow Rich. At 21, pinabasa sa akin. Psycho-Cybernetics, 2 books. And binasa ko not because gusto kong basahin, it's because gusto ko siyang i-please. Para wag mo na matanggalin, boss. So little did I know, that allowed me on my first journey of personal development.
Yes. Pero ano ba yung value na binigay sa iyo ng first mentor mo na boss mo?
Personal development.
Sobrang ano talaga.
Ito yung hindi ko makalimutan at lagi ko sinasabi sa seminar ko. Sabi sa akin ng boss ko, sa totoo lang, ayaw kitang i-hire kasi mataba ka na, paitim ka pa. Pero nakikita kong meron kang marating. I always say this in my seminar, pag napanganak kang pangit, kasalanan niya na magulang mo. Pero pag namatay kang pangit, kasalanan mo na yan. And he told me, magpapayat ka. Boom. Okay. But the value of personal development and growth was there at age 21.
Bakit ka tinulungan, Coach Russ? Kung nakita niya na matama, maliit ka, bakit ka, bagsak ka, tapos janitor ka, bakit ka niya willing tulungan? Ano ba nakita?
Okay. When I reported in my first job, I gave it all. Kumbaga, pag sinabing linis, linis yan. Pati kotse niya damay. Kumbaga, uy, ayos to ah. Masarap tulungan ang taong tinutulungan ng sarili. Kasi some people, when you hire them, ang bayan mo minimum wage, ang bigay minimum wage. Ako hindi. I understand. Binigyan ako ng opportunity. Binigyan ako ng chance. May naniwala sa akin. And my job here is to thank you with the work that I do by giving it all of who I am. If today is the last day of my life, I want to make sure that you see my value kahit tagalinis lang. Masarap tulungan ng taong nagpapakita na ito yung bigay mo, ito yung bigay niya. Tutulungan ko yan. And it was not about how I look, it was not about how I talk, but it was how I maybe valued what was given to me. Siyempre, bobo na, pangit pa, tamad-tamad ka pa, wala ka ng kwenta. Nakuha mo? And I think that was it na when you're given a chance, an opportunity, and somebody believe in you, wag buong sayangin.
Yes.
Bigay mo buong buo. Actually, ang totoo ko pa nga na Aquarius, at siya yung nagbansag sa akin ng Russ. Kasi pag may inuto siya sa akin, automatic urgency, bigay ko kaagad at wala akong na-miss. At doon ko nakita, when you give something of value, the universe will pay back more than the value you gave. So I think that was the major point, no? And being able to just see, we all have the capacity to make it big in life, but the question here is, how much are you giving of yourself?
Doon ka na nagsimula, Coach Russ, na na-realize mo na doon na yung nag-start ng journey mo talaga.
Yes, okay. So I journeyed, I improved, okay. Physically, ang bilis, okay. Mentally, since hindi ako magaling, nag-enroll ako ng Toastmasters. Doon pala na-improve yung English mo. But dito nagkaroon ako ng audiobook na minemorize ko si Anthony Robbins. Kaya siguro pag nakita mo sa ano ko, parang, wow!
Yes.
I have the spirit of Anthony Robbins, Les Brown, all of these people, and Zig Ziglar. I immerse myself into a great, crazy learning. Na, yun pala, when you immerse yourself into learning, especially audiobook, yung English mo nag-improve.
Yes.
Yung verbal condition mo nag-improve. But because lagi mo siyang inaaral, lagi mo pinapakinggan, nagiging self-language mo. Self-talk. Dahil naging self-talk mo, naging practice mo, naging lifestyle mo.
Yes.
Now I'm ready to teach this. So, can you imagine, for 15 years, I was able to grow and develop myself to be the best of who I am. And at the age 35, I was at the peak of my career. I was the most successful human being alive I know for myself. Pero may problema, age 35. Nobody knew. I was going through a lot, feeling empty, feeling broke, feeling nobody. Nobody knew.
Kahit yung boss mo na.
Yung boss ko passed away na, I have a new boss. Nobody knew I went through a lot of intervention, taking these pills, numbing me. And the more I take into that, I realized I had suicidal tendency. Nobody knew. Up until somebody sent me to a life coaching program. Dati hindi pa usong life coach
Yes.
And the moment I sat down for 2 days, now I found out that the reason why I felt empty, it's because I was successful. Not because I want to be successful, but because this is my way of proving. It was my huge success as the best revenge.
Oh.
And the more I became successful, the more I lose my relationship, the more I lose my health, the more I lose people around me, because it was all about money. Yes, I got what I wanted, but what I truly wanted deep inside, I didn't have access to it. It became a very lonely life. And that's where I realized, okay, I lived my life to please everyone. Love me, approve me, accept me, please. But I forgot about me.
Yes.
Major turnaround, age 35. I left my full-time job, willing to start zero all over again.
Willing.
Because I'm ready to face the world, to recreate my life.
Oh.
And I found my calling.
Ano yan?
Life coaching. It saved me.
Yes.
It saved a lot of people there. And sabi ko, since ito yung gusto kong gawin, okay, willing akong iwan lahat. Can you imagine my identity was that? Nobody knew me except that. And now I start zero. So I think 3 years akong nag-theory, nag-experience. Tapos sabi ko, I don't want to launch myself as somebody who's teaching this and that without me having an application.
Yes.
So I started seeking for, business to apply. So I have a proof of concept na itong tinuturo ko may epekto.
Yes.
So that was 2007 to 2010. By 2010, I put up my own training company, as a practice area, and then started looking for opportunity to apply this. Up until blessed with the companies I put up to that it's earning the amount of that I want. And then now, making my training and company available for most people. Kaya sabi sa akin ni RDR, kaya marami namang taong natutroma dyan sa industry mo kasi nakatago ka.
Yes.
So make yourself available. And that's why people who are in the social media right now who attended our seminars will do anything and everything to bring people, even force you to attend it because they themselves experience it. So parang ngayon lang ako nag-out kasi nga for the longest time naka 122 match na kami in our basic seminar, but we were hiding. Why? Maybe hindi ko alam na kailangan palang ilabas ito.
Yeah.
So ngayon pala ako lumalabas. That's why when you invited me with that big event on the 28th, I always say yes to every opportunity as long as I'm coming from blessing people, as long as I'm coming from exposing myself. Whether I'm paid or not, doesn't matter. Why? Because my business is paying for my lifestyle, not my seminar business.
Tanong lang, kung galing ka pala sa pamilyang mayaman, bakit hindi na lang tulungan ka ng pamilya mo na maghanap ng mas magandang trabaho kaysa dun sa ano na yun?
Okay, the good thing about, I grew up hiwalay magulang. And then my dad was really doing good with his profession, with his business. Sila yung maayos, and then my mom left to be a single mother. 5 kami magkakapatid. So lahat kami nag-aagawan ng attention at budget to make it work. So growing up, business was working well. So therefore, pang-apat ako, halos wala nang natira para sa akin. And I think blessing sa akin yon kasi marami akong nakitang binigay lahat.
Yes.
Palpak sa buhay ngayon.
Yes.
Yung hindi nabigyan, sila yung angat sa buhay ngayon. And I think that was a blessing for me.
Pero ang galing no? Parang dahil lang sa isang taong naniwala sa'yo, doon na nag-change yung world mo.
Yeah, that's why, I always say to business owners and to their leaders, always wear a mentor hat because you can change the course of somebody else's life.
Yes.
Kumbaga, if you believe in him and teach him how to become a good man, how does that feel like if this man becomes multimillionaire in the next 5 years?
Yeah, masaya. Ay, sobra.
Exactly. So don't just teach him his job.
Yes.
Teach him the way you think, the way you act. Sooner or later, he'll rise above and then you change the course of his life.
So, sobrang laki ng tao dito ng pagiging thankful mo dun sa taong yun.
Oh yeah.
So, paano mo napakita
Hindi lang siya, but ang dami kong naging mentors na hanggang ngayon, the relationship was, hindi naman perfect yung relationship. Marami rin kaming hindi maganda sa maraming mentors na pagdaanan ko. Pero yung gratitude ko, yung honor ko, at a level 10. Kumbaga kung kailangan ko ilagay sila sa pedestal, it's because they contributed to who I am today. And forgetting about all the things that happened in the past. Because again, while you're being mentored, maraming mga masakit din na mga kaganapan na hindi natin maiwasan. But that's part of the game But the most important part here is the gratitude is bigger than maybe the sama ng loob mo na naranasan mo.
Yes, yes. Yung first mentor mo yung nag-pass away na?
Yeah.
Ano yung reason?
Health.
Health. Kung buhay siya kayo, ano yung...
Health siya, kaya doon ako nagmana sa kanya. Nakakatuwa because, again, so Philips is one of the most sought after company to work with. Nasa top 5 yan. Okay? Usually, ang tinatanggap lang yan, top 5 schools. That mentor of mine, the boss, was able to reach one of the highest position, but he do not belong to the top 5 position. He was never academically great. But here's the thing, right? Yung work ethics niya and love niya sa personal development, improvement, masyadong mataas. Kaya naging idol ko siya. Ang naging problema lang sa self-development, okay, which is now the part of my story, kaya ako suicidal, it's because the self-development never introduced, okay, so self-development is number 1, growth mindset. But sa growth mindset, nakafocus lang sa income at sa business.
Yes.
Little did we know that we all humanity, working with people for the past 17 years worldwide, we all carry a certain trauma, pain that we got even before we were born. That bit natin hanggang ngayon, na hindi natin na-process. Hindi na-heal your inner child.
Yes.
And that now brings me to a point wherein the shift from suicidal tendency was just number 2, clear heart set. Which means at 35, when I entered the room in a life coaching course for 2 days, that's where I started understanding, parang, okay, kaya pala ako ganito kasi before ako napanganak, eto yung na-experience ko. 2-year-old, eto nangyari sa akin. Grade 2, eto nangyari sa akin. Grade 6, eto nangyari sa akin. At hindi ko alam, bit-bit ko pa rin, at hindi ko na-process, hindi ko na-heal. That's why I tend to project it to all areas in my life. And life coaching will support you in understanding that it's not just about growth mindset, but it's also having a clear heart set. So I've seen your content with Boss RDR, and you notice his tone was all about forgiveness, compassion, letting it go.
Yes.
Kasi kakagraduate niya lang eh. Kaya sabi mo, wow, fresh.
Yes.
Kasi biruin mo, you were able to unload a lot of things that you don't even know you're still carrying. If I may ask you, nagagalit ka ba?
Hindi masyado.
Okay, but a lot of people who's always angry, who's always bad trip, maitang ulo, not because of what happened outside, it's because there's so much things going on inside that is a projection of how they want to express it outside. But the moment we deal with that, we handle with that, you know, your frustration level, yes, para mabilis kang kumambyo eh.
Di ba ugali lang yan?
Hindi.
Hindi.
Sige, example na lang ha, nakuha kay Wayne Dyer to. I-imagine meron ako orange dito. Pigain ko yung orange, anong lumabas?
Orange.
Orange juice.
Orange juice.
Bakit orange juice?
Kasi,
Yan yung laman.
yan yung naman.
Murahin ko. Dura-dura ko, sampal-sampalin ko. Anong lumabas?
Orange juice.
Bakit?
Yun pa rin.
Yan yung laman.
Yan
Hindi
yung...
pwedeng apple juice, hindi pwedeng buko juice. Yan yung laman. Ito si Frank. Okay? Pipingkain ko. Ipe-pressure ko. Ano lalabas? Pagmamahal, galit.
Pagmamahal.
Kasi yan yung laman ng puso mo. Pero kadalasan,
Galit.
galit. Di ba? Meron lang nag-match sa'yo sa online, hindi mo kakilala, pinagtampuan na 6 months. Hindi yung tungkol sa kanya, tungkol yan sa sama ng loob na meron dyan na hindi mo nailabas. So going back, it's really what's inside will always be going on what's outside. Which means the life coaching process is number 1, awareness about what? That whatever is going on in my life right now has nothing to do with external forces, but it has something to do with what's inside me. Is that making sense?
Yes.
So which means if you and your partner, nagkakabanggaan kayo, it has nothing to do with about her. It has something to do what's going on inside that you're projecting sa kanya. Ganon din siya. Pag naintindihan mo yan, kahit yung behavior niya pareho pa rin, natatawa ka na lang kasi you don't take it personally.
Yes.
But here's the thing, we don't know how to process it. The moment you know how to process it, the moment you know how to heal it, you live your life undisturbed. Anong ibig sabihin? O walang buwag iba excited ka, happy ka pa rin. Why? My world is inside me. We were all wired up to think that the world happens to me and I'm a victim. Right?
Yes.
But it's not gonna work if you want success. If you want money, if you want happiness, it's not gonna work. What's gonna work here is, yes, the world happens to me, and you know what? I have a choice. I can stay victim, or I can take responsibility and be better. Tulad ng kwento mo. O, pwede ka naman magwala. You know, hindi ako binigyan ni daddy. Bakit palpak ka pa rin? Kasi namalita ko, pwede mo yung pangawakan, pero yun bang gusto mong buhay? Hindi.
Yes.
Versus, okay, yes, hindi ako binigyan, pero you know what? Okay lang yan. Kaya ko naman eh. Ako, yan yung pangarap ko, no? Na buong Pilipino, tama na ang drama. Di ba, nakakapanood ka ba ng mga yung mga nagpapatulfo?
Yes.
Nakakatawa kasi yung mga nagsusumbong na victim, awang-awa ko kasi in the end, sila din yun eh. Nakakahiya. Why? Because their thinking is, I'm a victim to the world. No. Yes, you are the victim, and is that what you want? If that's what you want, then be dramatic around it. Justify na itong ginawa sa akin, kaya hindi ako masenso, kawawa ko. Go! If that's what you want. And then you put up a lot of excuses. O, ba't hindi ka masenso? Kasi. Then you start blaming.
Yes.
Wala ka na ma-blame, siya na. Gago ka pala eh. Binigyan ka lahat ng kagalingan. You're created in the image and likeness of your creator and you don't use it. Why? It's so easy not to do something. A lot of people will call it comfort zone. It's a shitty zone. It's not okay to be broke.
Yes.
It's not okay to be unhealthy. It's not okay to be lonely. And yet you'll say, comfort zone? No. You allowed it. Because my dream is hopefully 1% ng Pilipino mag-iisip na, yes, biktima ako sa nangyari sa akin, pero alam mo, may choice akong gamitin to para ikagaganda ng buhay ko. Come to think of it, all the worst things that happen in your life, it is the reason why you're successful today.
Yes.
That's a mindset.
Paano mo ma-justify naman, Coach Russ, yung mga sa mga nanonood ngayon, paano kapag biniblame nila, for example, yung gobyerno sa educational system, at sinasabi nila hindi nila sila may kasalanan, mahirap sila, diyan lang sila sa tabi ng tondo, mga ganon.
Sure. Kung yan ang gusto mo sa buhay mo, magbe-blame ka lang. May mapapala ka ba sa blame?
Wala.
Kaya nga, alam mo, tuwang-tuwa ko last Sunday, napanood ko si Pio Balbuena. Umiiyak ako sa tuwa. Kasi yung kwento niya, parang alam mo, biglang naging super rich kid na ako, na parang, may ganyang kahirap. Pero hindi hadlang yun eh. Again, that's just your drama. That's just your justification. That's just your excuse. That's your blame. But continue playing that game. Is that how you want it? Ang ganda nga, libre na nga content mo. Ang dami mo na nga free content. Nasa sa'yo na rin eh. But will you still remain there? And again, all the bashing that I want, mabuti ka, privileged kid ka, di-da. But meron ka man nakilalang anak mayaman, but ngayon mahirap kasi walang ginawa sa buhay, nagpaka-victim. May kilala ka bang mahirap na ngayon masyado nakasenso kasi naging responsable.
Yes.
It's a mindset. At sinabing wala kang choice, kaya ka nga nanonood sa mga ganito kasi gusto mo magbago yung pananaw mo sa buhay.
Yes. So masasabi mo, Coach Russ, kapag mahirap sila, kasalanan nila. Hindi kasalanan nila. Oo. Kasalanan mo na yan. Choice mo na yan. Pinili mo yan. At huwag mo sabi wala kang choice. Bakit? Tinutukan ba ng baril? Oh, huwag ka dyan forever ka. Hindi. Merong paraan kung gusto mo. We always hear that. Kung gusto mo may paraan, kung ayaw mo may dahilan. Yes.
And I know a lot of people will be bashing us here. That's the whole truth, ladies and gentlemen. If you're broke, that's your choice.
Kasalanan. Ganda galit.
No, seriously. I'm angry simply because we were all given the gifts, the talents, the capacity to make it in life, except you choose to stay there.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. Paano naman, Coach Russ, yung mga nagsasabi na, wala naman akong laptop, wala naman akong phone, may dalang internet lang.
Meron ka nga, nagbubuhay lang ng kambing, bumili ng iPad, bumili ng phone. Mabuti siya, kambing ang kanyang pinag-aalagaan. I mean, Balbuena, we heard about this man. Oh my God, look where he is right now. Kasi ginawa niya ng paraan.
Yes.
Yung ganong kaning kwento, wag na tayo mag-usap. Kung gusto mo mahirap, go, wala ko. Pero gusto ko lang kausap yung gusto ko masenso, gusto ko ng buhay, gusto ko makinig, willing and open makinig sa buhay. Kasi in the end, it's still a choice. So don't come to me and say, sure, thank you. I don't have time for you. But when you're ready to change your mind, then I'll support you.
Okay.
But if you give me all of that shit,
Coach, sige, open na sila. Ang inakasalanan ko talaga kaya ako mahirap. Mahirap ako. Ngayon, bilang nanonood sila ngayon at gusto nila yumaman pa, ano yung action plan kapag ikaw yun sa posisyon nila ngayon?
okay. Unang-una para sa akin, number one, gratitude. Which means it all starts with that fuel na kung nasaan ako ngayon, the fact na nakakahinga ako, the fact na nakakakita ko, the fact na kompletong darili ko, now you know that's your first basis of hope.
So what do you mean by gratitude? Kasi most likely mga nanonood ngayon is hindi nakapagtapos, ganyan, hirap sila makaintindi. Can you explain it sa
Focus ka sa anong meron ka. Kasi pag sinabing mahirap lang ako, kasi nakafocus ka sa walang-wala ka. Kasi kadalasan ng tao, nakafocus lang sa kitaan, sa pera. Oh, sige, let's say walang-wala ka ngayon. Pero tanong ko, may pa ka ba na nakakalakad ka?
Meron.
Pwede kong bilhin pa mo ng 1 million pesos or paputol natin, ibalihin ko, or
Yes.
pwede.
Yeah.
Oh, meron ka bang mata?
Meron.
The fact na buhay ka pa, nakakahinga ka, nakakakilos ka, kompleto ang daliri mo, that's already something that you can focus on. Okay, may asset ako. So start acknowledging what you have that you can use to move you at least.
Yes.
So it first start with hope, and the way you put up hope is to notice that, okay, may pag-asa ako.
Yes.
Did that make sense?
Yes.
Pangalawa, very important, to shortcut. Okay, again, I love the internet. I love everything that's going on, the TikTok education, the YouTube University. That's the fastest way.
Yes.
Because dati, sa generation namin, pag hindi ka tapos ng college, wala ka. But right now, okay, grade 12, kumikita ng 200,000 a month, saan galing? Natuto sa TikTok. Natuto sa YouTube University. So don't tell me wala kang pag-asa.
Yes.
So again, look for something that will expand your way of thinking and allow yourself to learn from it and experiment. Ang dami ng opportunity ngayon. Sa TikTok shop pa lang, ang dami ng kumikita kahit papaano.
Yes.
Oh, ba't hindi mo explore yun? Hindi kasi ako techie. Oh, huwag ka na dyan. Diyan ka na lang, magpakahirap na lang. Nandyan na naman tayo eh.
Yes.
Hindi pwedeng hindi ka techie.
Oo.
Hindi pwede.
Walang excuse.
Walang excuse. I think that's the best way. But more than that, ako ito lang. Kung nasaan ka ngayon, kung ikaw ay isang kasambahay, isang, waitress, if you just show up every day giving your best,
Yes.
it's either your boss will give you more or somebody else will.
Yes.
Ako ito paniwala ko. Example, walang-wala ako ngayon. Okay, I'll go to you and I'll ask you, what can I do? Okay, I need a driver. I'll make sure I show up a driver every day, giving all my best. Hindi mo pa hinihingi, anticipate ko na anong kailangan mo. Do you think matutuwa ka sa akin?
Matutuwang
Do you think you'll give me extra money?
Yes.
Exactly. Pero here's the thing, aaralin ko lahat ng ginagawa mo para gagaan at gaganda ang buhay mo. Give me 1 year, I'm sure you're gonna offer me partnership in your business.
Yes. Sobrang totoo niyan. Sobra. For example, si Chef. Si Chef, ganyan yun. Sinabi mo for example na yan na lagi siya nandito, lagi siya show everyday, binibigyan niya yung best and best niya. At ngayon, binigyan ko siya ng opportunity na makipag-collaborate dun sa education program ko to teach other people to how to cook food na pwede nilang ibenta and magkakaroon siya ng opportunity to partnership sa mga restaurant, sa mga business owners. So dahil nga doon, totoo nga yung sinabi na if you give the best.
Ang problema kasi, yung mindset ng karamihan is taking. Diba? Parang ano makukuha ko dyan?
Yes, totoo yun.
Diba? Minimum wage lang ako, minimum bigay. Mali. Okay, minimum ako, you know what? Thank you. Thank you. Pero, tatrabaho ako as if million ang sweldo ko.
Oh.
Pag ganyan ang ugali ng employee mo, kahit minimum wage earner, kawalan mo or dadagdagan mo?
Dadagdagan.
Number one, you'll be promoted.
Matatakot sila na mawala ka.
Exactly. Kaya, sorry ha, pero hindi ko naintindihan. Ang daming hiring. Bakit walang...
Yes. Totoo.
Kasi bakit? Nakatingin tayo sa sweldo.
Sa pera.
Again, dito naman ako namamash. I will always say, never work for money.
Yes.
Paano yun? Work for contribution to the company where you are at. Because when you're contributing, chances are, ima-match.
Yung effort mo.
At kung hindi ima-match, somebody else will. You'll be pirated. And if not, people will offer partnership. I mean, halos lahat ng businesses ko, kasi wala akong mindset na negosyante. Pero halos lahat ng pinapasukan kong negosyo ngayon, I'm a partner that being paid by the 7 figures.
Wow.
Right now, you're thinking, what can I do with Russ? Sobrang okay to, sobrang galing to. It's always that mindset. Why? Stop the mindset of taking, anong makukuha ko, but have the mindset of giving because it's a universal law.
Yes.
What you give out will go back to you.
True.
Would you like to know how much you're giving out? Would you like to know how much you're giving out?
Yes.
With the amount that you are getting. It's always fair. The universal law of compensation says the income that you will receive is exact proportion of the value you are giving.
Yes, totoo yun.
It's a universal law, and this is what we want to teach people. This is what we want to support people with. A new mindset. Kaya ka mahirap kasi yan lang yung pag-iisip mo eh. Baguhin yung pag-iisip mo. And some people say, ay ginawa ko na yan, nagbigay ko ng bigay. Anong klaseng bigay? Ang tanong ko, anong binigay mo? Because the next step here is never stop learning and growing day to day because yung giving mo nagmamatch doon sa alam mo.
Yes.
Yung giving mo nagmamatch doon sa skills mo. Yung giving mo nagmamatch doon sa experience mo. That's why I always say never work for money but work for knowledge, work for skills, work for experiences.
Yes.
Because when you have all of the three, you become valuable. And then when you're ready to launch yourself out in the world, people are willing to pay you.
Yes, totoo yun. Okay. Ano na yung top 3 mindset na para sa mga taong gusto maging successful na kailangan nila i-train sa utak nila na ganito sila, ganyan.
Number 1, make growth as your ultimate number 1 priority.
Growth.
Which means, like si chef, huwag ka lang ma-happy sa yan niluluto mo. No, kung meron kang 10 master, mag-20 ka. Mag-20, mag-30 ka. That's your growth. And not only be happy with what you're cooking, but again, take a look at what other things you can create more of the value that you're creating, growth.
Yes.
But number 2, be open to brand new experiences. What does it mean? Okay? Pag may invitasyon, punta ka, magpakita ka para makita mo. It's really just exposing yourself to more people, learn from more people, but creating that brand new experiences around you so that when you are in your own space, naalala ko itong nangyari, naalala ko ito. Okay, now I know how to go about it. But above all, focus on contribution. Do not focus on what you can get, but focus on what you can give because in the end, fair.
Yes.
If on the 28th, I know I'm gonna give it all of who I am. We don't even have contract.
Yes.
Even if you don't pay me or even if you don't feed me, okay lang, ask me why.
Why?
Fair.
Yes.
Fair.
It's a law.
And if we have that kind of mindset, huwag mong tipirin yung ibang tao.
Yes.
Kasi pag tinipid mo sila, sarili mong tinitipid mo.
How about sa mga taong abusado?
Can you explain further what does abusado means?
Sabi nila na huwag mo bigay lahat mo kasi abusuin ka ng mga tao. Ano nasasabi mo ng Coach Russ?
You know, napalibutan ako ng mga taker. And people around me who loves me would always say, ginagamit ka lang yan, inaabuso ka lang yan. Alam mo, hindi ko na ramdaman na inaabuso ko at nanakawan ako. Ask me why.
Why?
Because I give out of the overflow of the heart.
Oh.
So kung ninakawan mo na ako, hindi ko napansin. Bakit? Tira-tira ko lang yan eh.
Wow.
So,
yes.
I mean, a lot of people pupunta sa akin, papagasolina, happy, excited, natuto. Tapos biglang nawala. Tapos nakita ko sa social media, nagtayo na palang kapareho kong company. Tapos nung hindi naman nagpumalpak naman, lahat pumapalpak. Babalik sa akin, hihingin tulong. Tatanggapin ko pa rin buong buo.
Grabe.
Kasi naintindihan ko, Pag ninakawan kita, hindi ikaw ninakawan ko. Sarili ko. Pag bless kita, ang bless ko sarili ko. But of course, yung talagang clear na nandyan lang para manguha, create a boundary. We're friends but we cannot do business together.
How can you say a person na taker lang talaga siya sa'yo?
Nandyan lang mag-hang around, not even offering support. Nandyan lang nag-hang around, not even saying, what can I do for you? And you notice na impress ka kay Jed.
Yes.
Because how can I support you? Can I do this? Because the mindset of everyone else is whether I get paid or not, serve,
Yes.
support, be out there.
Yes.
Universal law of attraction, a lot of people thinks, Lord, give me this, give me this, give me this. What you throw out will go back to you. So sabi ni Lord sa'yo, give me this, give me this, give me this. Versus if your mindset here is, Lord, how can I serve? How can I support? How can I love? How can I give? And Lord says, how can I serve? How can I support? How can I give? I'm in sales, but I never sell. People are lining to buy. I'm in recruitment. I never recruit, but people are dying to be part of my team. Why? My mindset is all about how can I serve, how can I give, what can I support you in.
Yes. Grabe naman yun. So, Coach Russ, ano ba yung sabi mo na kapag nagbibigay ka, meron ka marireceive dahil yun yung law dyan sa itataas sa higher power. So, masasabi natin na naniniwala ka sa Diyos.
Yes.
So, ano ba yung Diyos nyo?
It's open. Okay, I was born and raised Protestant, meaning Christian. But I don't even want to call myself Christian because there are some choices and lifestyle I adopt right now that can be a judgment about me being a Christian.
Yes.
I'd rather be Christ-like. And Christ-like for me is about love and compassion. So which means if you are Islam or you are Catholic or you're Iglesia, if you invite me to worship with you and if I'm available, I'll say yes. Because paniwala ko, isa lang ang Diyos natin.
Yes.
Iba-iba yung pangalan. Pero hindi ako nagiging mabuting Kristiyano dahil hinusgahan kita. Nagiging mabuti akong Kristiyano dahil para sa akin, being Christian is all about love and compassion, non-judgment.
Okay. So, ang question ko, kaya ko tinanong kung anong Diyos mo. Kasi, simula bata tayo hanggang sa paglaki, na-set na sa atin sa utak natin na may Diyos, mag-pray ka, thank for the food, thankful ka sa lahat ng mga bagay, sa higher power. But we know deep inside na parang hindi naman tayo naniniwala. Pero meron tayong point sa buhay natin na masasabi mo na totoo pala ang Diyos. So ano yung point sa buhay mo na natatak mo sa isip mo na totoo talaga ang Diyos?
Grabe naman tanong yan. I grew up in a solid, saradong protestante na grabe yung paghuhusga namin. Kung hindi tayo ng pareho ng paniniwala, masusunog ka sa hell.
Ay, grabe.
Okay? Up until I realized that I had so many shame and guilt of my personal practices that was not aligned to what was taught in church. And that created a lot of shame and guilt about myself because I grew up in a God. God will punish you if you sin. God will throw you out in the hell. I grew up in a God that thinking that my God is a judgmental God. And instead of me going to the church, and because I had so many things in my life that I carry a lot of shame and guilt, and it's more reinforced by the church, by the Christian church that I went to, it was reinforced, and all the more lumayo ako. Kaya ako naging suicidal at age 35 because I realized I forgot that part of me. And when I took my own leadership course program, I realized that my God is never a judgmental God. My God is agape love, which means He loved me no matter what choice I'm making. He loved me even if I disobey me. And therefore, what right do I have not to love me because of my past choices? Or maybe the sins that I thought I was recommitting. And that's where I now started to realize that may Diyos, buhay, ramdam na ramdam. And I only felt it that it's real when I started releasing all the baggages, all the hurt, all the pain, all the trauma. That when I started letting go of it, I felt His presence, which means my representation of my Heavenly Father was a reflection of my experience with my earthly father. So when I started releasing, forgiving, thanking my earthly father, that's where I felt His love. So there was no block anymore.
Yes.
So which means I believe I am now walking in this course of this earth, releasing all my past hurt and pain through the most powerful tool that is forgiveness.
Yes.
So when you start forgiving the past, you start moving forward. You don't carry the past anymore.
Yes.
That's where I felt real connection with my Creator. It's about feeling spiritual, that I live my life based on inspiration. Because when you live an inspired life, you are in spirit. I only have 3 to 4 hours sleep a day. Today, I'm up by 3 a.m. Do you feel my energy is high?
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm truly connected and I'm just in the ease and flow of life. And that's where I feel I'm well guided.
Oh, okay. So, na-set mo na totoo pala ang Diyos dahil nafe-feel mo yung kanyang love and etc. etc.
Yeah, it's really not begging for blessing, but totoo yung seek Him first. Which means when you seek Him first, and the way I seek Him is being still and believe that He is a God, that you don't have to do anything. Upo ka lang, makinig ka lang sa akin, i-guide kita.
Oh.
Today, I did my 2 hours meditation. That's my practice every day. My entire day is just overly ease and flow. And I always end my day zero complaint because everything is just so beautiful. Because I had that connection.
Pero ano yung meron bang point sa buhay mo, Coach Russ, na parang naramdaman mo yung sign na gina-guide ka or what? Parang,
okay, it's easy. Intuition, how you feel. Kaya tayo pumapalpak sa buhay because you do something, you make a choice, you decide not based on His will but based on your own ego. It has to be my way versus His way. How do you know you're well guided? Based on your feelings.
oh,
If you feel good about something, that's His will. That's what they always say. God is good all the time. Which means if you want to feel God, you just have to feel good because God is good all the time.
yes.
And if I feel good about something, then this is a connection. I mean, me coming in here, walang palpak, we were on time, that means, okay, this is His will. Pero just in case nawala ako, hindi to para sa'yo. Huwag mo lang ipilit. If you notice all your troubles in life, because may pinilit ka,
Yes.
hindi niya will yun.
So, kung pipilitin isang bagay, kung nakita mo na kailangan pang pilitin, yan.
Correct. Kasi pag pinilit mo, trouble yan.
Oh, ayun yung mga sign.
Yan yung mga sign, which means just be in an ease and flow of life. Kaya kapagod na pagod, imagine, di ba, have you seen a river, pababa? Sakay ka lang. Di ba, sabi nga doon sa kanta, I don't know if you remember, row, row, row your boat, which means, ang pakialaman mo lang yung boat mo. Kaya tayo nagkakaproblema kasi nangingialam tayo sa boat ng ibang tao.
Oh.
Gently, which means not pushing hard, but gently down the stream. This is the best part. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is about a dream.
Oh.
So which means if you just live a life that is about happy, excited, and I call it enthusiastic. It's a Latin word called God is within. When you're enthusiastic, when you show up to the world with so much excitement, with so much energy, with so much gusto, life is about a dream.
Oh.
So biblically it says it's not by might, meaning it's not by hard work, nor by power, which means your own intelligence or your strategic planning, but by my spirit. But when you are well guided, you can never go wrong. In fact, the only prayer I have is thank you, let your will be done. Hindi na ako humihingi ng kung ano-ano. You wanna know why?
Okay.
Ang hiningi mo, ganito, ang nakahanda sa'yo, ganito. Hindi mo siya makikita.
Yes.
Which means, ready lang ako, sorpresahin mo ako. So I'm not saying everything that I mean, seriously, if I live another day tomorrow, bonus na lang. Do I have goals right now? No. Do I have more aspiration? No. I just want to live my life on a day-to-day basis, but I make sure I'm well guided.
Yes.
But if I want to force things based on what I see, based on what I know, and not based on him, baka hindi ko makita anong hinanda sa akin.
Yes.
And that's how I want to live my life today.
Okay. Grabe. Alalim. Kaya mo yun, no? Akala ko kanta lang. Meron palang meaning yung kanta.
Tama pa yung tono ko.
Tama. Pero,
But you know the song, no? Kindergarten.
Yes, yes.
Akala ko sa panahon ko lang yan kinakanta.
pero yung tanong ko is, alam na nila kung ano yung action plan nila, kaya nila mag-gratitude, lagi nila isipin na maging grateful, lagi sila hindi puro take, mag-give, at be an open arms palagi. At ready na sila. Pero ito yung magandang question. Ano ang kailangan nilang i-focus? Diskarte o diploma? Isasagot mo yan sa pagbabalik ng Lazy Genius Podcast. Sa mga hindi pa nakakilala sa akin, baka iniisip nyo lang ako ay isang content creator at ako ay isang podcaster lang. No, I'm Franklin Miano. I'm the owner of 10 businesses here in the Philippines. At last 2 years ago is meron ako tuklasan na pinakamagandang negosyo. Pwede nyo gawin kahit wala kang skills, pera at experience. At sa bahay ka lang. At itong business na to is outsourcing business. Ang outsourcing business ay isang business model na hindi mo kailangan ng skills, experience at ng pera. Paano ba ito nag-work? Natuklasan po ito nung pandemic. Dahil nung pandemic is nagsara ako ng iba't ibang mga businesses ko at nahihirapan ako umahon at nagkaroon pa ako ng utang na 8 million pesos. Hindi ko na alam ang gagawin ko. Buti na lang natuklasan ko itong business na to. Isa nangyari is meron akong empleyado na marunong mag-video editing. So ito ang ginawa ko. Naghanap ako ng mga business owners at mga content creators sa US or sa Australia na mga naghahanap ng mga video editing services or iba't ibang mga services. At meron ko nahanap na nag-willing na mag-pay ng 100,000 pesos para sa video editing services every single month. So ang ginawa ko is close ko si client, hinire ko yung empleyado ko na marunong video editing at ang bayad ko sa kanya is nasa 30,000 pesos every single month. So ano nangyari is nagbigay siya sa akin ng 100,000 pesos tapos yung 20,000 pesos is binigay ko na kay empleyado. Tapos itong natirang pera is sa akin na to every single month. At ngayon is marami na akong clients at employee na nag-work sa mga clients abroad. So itong business na to is posible dahil kahit sino pwedeng gumawa nito. At meron akong online academy kung saan ko tinuturo kung paano magharap ng empleyado at kung paano magharap ng clients. At ngayon meron ako 20,000 students right now at marami na akong students na naging millionaire dito sa MSB at naging multi-millionaire pa. Kaya yung ginawa ko is gumawa ako ng 1 hour na tutorial kung paano to gawin sa mga tao at binibenta ko ito for 5,000 pesos. Pero bago ako mag-click off, itong YouTube tutorial na to is pinost ko ito sa YouTube ko for free. At the title nito is How I Make 800,000 Every Single Week with this new business model. So kung gusto mong matutunan to kung paano to gawin step by step, kung paano maghanap ng empleyado, paano siya i-close, and everything, lahat nandun, sinabi ko siya for free at pwede kang kumita dito up to 100,000 pesos every single month na wala kang babayaran sa akin ng isang piso. So bago ko pa siya i-delete, panoorin nyo na siya ASAP at see you on the podcast. Welcome back to Lazy Genius Podcast at ibabalik natin ulit ang tanong, ang age-old question or controversial question.
Go!
Maraming nabash dito. Diploma or diskarte?
Context muna. Kasi, kung ikaw ay 16, 17-year-old, sasabihin ko, tapusin mo. O huwag mong sabihin, diskarte ako, this and that. Unang-una, obligasyon mo sa magulang mo yan eh. You have to know that your parents, the only gift they know they can give you is education. Pagbigyan mo na.
Yes.
Tapusin mo. For what sake? Discipline. For what sake? Commitment.
Yes.
Because the whole truth, especially your generation, you want time freedom, you want money freedom,
Yes.
wala kang discipline eh.
Oh.
You will learn discipline in school. What is discipline? Kahit ayaw ko gawin, gagawin ko, tatapusin ko kasi sinabi ko. So if you're a college dropout, tapos gagawin mong BS mo na hindi ako asenso dahil wala akong diploma, BS talaga yan. Kasi sa totoo lang, mas marami akong nakikitang umasenso ng gusto without the diploma.
Oh.
So which means, you create a diploma around saan mo gustong gumaling. Example sa akin, kaya naman ako lagpak at hindi ako happy sa school simply because yung tinuturo dun sa school, feeling ko hindi relevant tungkol sa buhay ko. Now, pumasok ako sa isang course na gustong-gusto ko. It's called IARFC, International Association of Registered Financial Consultant. Summa cum laude. So, bobo ako in the school because hindi ko gusto yung tinuturo doon at hindi siya narelevant sa buhay ko.
Yes.
So, namili ako ng course na alam kong ikagaganda ng financial life ko, pinasukan ko, binigay ko buong-buo. So, again, take the diploma that you feel will improve you and what you're passionate about and will upgrade you with your skills.
So,
however, with or without diploma, diskarte is always important.
So masasabi mo ba, Coach Russ, kapag hindi nila alam kung ano yung passion nila or kung ano yung next na landas, kasi majority of college student they just pick a course kasi yun yung pinakamadali, yun yung sinabi sa kanila. So kaysa maging college student nila at pag-aral nila yung hindi nila passion, wag na lang. Ngayon ba yung sinasabi mo?
Parang ganon. Kasi you're just wasting your time. You're just wasting your money. You're just waiting. And then here you are, you're gonna blame people because of that choice. If I were you, again, I'll always say, start opening yourself up to growth outside the academics. That's why there's a lot of things available. And then kung meron kang nakikitang author, may nakikita kang mga tao sa YouTube University na feel mo, gusto mo, arahin mo lahat ng ginagawa nila. However, that's not enough because again, that's just here. I want you to go out and experience. Meet as many people as you can. Expose yourself to different organizations, different people. How would you know what you're passionate about when you're not even exposed to the world?
Yes.
So again, experience is really very important to allow yourself to be out there. Checking in. Gusto ko ba talaga? Hindi. Gusto ko ba talaga? Hindi. Up until, gustong-gusto ko. Then when you start looking at it, more than college diploma, seek for mentorship. Bakit? The mentor will speed up your growth.
Yes.
The mentor will support you. The mentor's only wish and hope is for you to be good at you because mentors want to help you. And that's where internship is very important role to play.
Paano yun, Coach Russ? Sa mga nanonood, kunyari ako yung nanonood ngayon, sabi ni Coach Russ, kapag hindi ko passion, kung hindi ko gusto yung course, wag ko kukunin. Paano ko sasabihin sa magulang to? Paano sinasabi nila sa akin, ito yung gusto nila para sa akin eh. Hindi ko naman gusto eh. Paano ko siya sasabihin? Maganda talang yan.
Unang-una, okay, be in an honest, open and responsible communication. Which means, unang-una magpaalam pa, malay, may gusto lang akong sabihin sa inyo. Pwede ba tayong makipag-usap? Pangalawa, be honest, malay, naramdam ko yung pagmamahal nyo sa akin. Express how much you appreciate them.
Yes.
Malay, kaya ako makipag-usap kasi hirap na hirap ako dahil alam ko gusto nyo ako makapagtapos. Alam ko gusto ito yung kurso nyo. At alam ko mahal nyo lang ako. At nay, gusto ko maging honest, hindi po yan gusto ko. At ang makakapagpaligaya sa akin, ito. Most important part here is be ready. Kasi if they say no, ready ka bang maging responsable dyan sa luho mo, dyan sa gusto mo. Kasi kung hindi, tapusin mo na lang kasi yan ang gusto nila. Pero kung pumayag, why not? But here's the thing. Why will they say yes to you kung ikaw mismo hindi responsable sa bahay? Why will I trust you na sa simpleng paghugas ng plato, pag-ipon ng basura, pagpakain ng aso, hindi kita matrust? Why will I trust you with what you want?
Yes.
Which means, kung nasa bahay ka at responsable ka at maayos kang anak, nakakapagdandag, hindi ka pabigat.
Yes.
I will just say yes because why? I trust you, anak.
Yes.
And the reason why parents will stop you from doing what you want to do,
Yes.
simply because they don't see you that trust ka.
Yes.
It has to start that way, that you are responsible, you can be trusted, and therefore now, I'm willing to let go of you. I'm willing to trust you. Why? Because sa bahay, responsable ka. Tayo tayo ka negosyo, ang daming pag-utang sa akin. Ano ka? Hilo?
Yes.
Conversation.
So ngayon, sinabi mo, Coach Russ, na kapag sinabi nilang yes, go. Pero kapag sinabi nilang no, gawin mo pa rin.
Okay. Up to you. Pag sinabing no, ang una, nakikitira ka ba sa kanila? Nakikikain ka ba? their house, their rules, follow it.
Yes.
But if you can afford your own life without depending on them, why not?
Sabihin natin na ganun nangyari kasi sa akin to eh. Na ayaw kong magtapos, ayaw kong kunin to na marketing. Gusto nila ako maging abogado. Kaso, kinuha ko marketing nang hindi alam ng dad ko. Kasi sabi ng dad ko, maging abogado ka. Walang kwenta yung marketing, di kayaman dyan, ganyan. Eh, siya naman maniniwala niya, pagiging abogado, dito siya naging successful eh. So, ayun yung tinatak niya sa akin. Sabi ko sa mother ko na ayaw ko niyan, gusto ko marketing. So, pumayag siya. So, yung sinabi mo nga na magbukod kung afford mo, so bumukod ako noon at doon ako nag-grow. So, ito naman, buti pinayagan ako ng mother ko no, na bumukod. Para sa mga nagsasabi na, hindi, dito ka lang. Hanggang pagtapos mo dito ka lang.
Again, you can be victimized about it, but if you can afford, why not? Again, that's a challenge because at the end of the day, yung mga magulang natin, yung alam nilang pagiging successful was in the past. Kasi hindi nila alam may YouTube University. Hindi nila alam merong ChatGPT. Hindi nila alam na merong mga mentors na katulad mo na pwedeng i-fast track ang kanilang speed. Ang alam namin in my own generation, maybe ka-generation ko yung magulang mo, is matapos ka ng school, magtrabaho ka sa isang kumpanya, by 60-65, you'll retire happy and excited. That never happened, by the way. But ganun pa rin ang paniwala. Simply because wala kang magawa. Ganun kaming pinalaki. Yan yung Bible truth para sa amin at ipapasa namin sa inyo.
Yes.
Now, it's either number one, you follow what we want and stay victimized around it, or number two, you stand by your truth, pay the price,
Yes.
which is out of the house. But make sure when you go back, the love and respect is still there, even if you do not pay their wishes for you. Ang problema kasi, lalayas, yung respeto wala na, yung pagmamahal wala na, wali yun.
Yes.
Para sa akin, Nay, hindi tayo nagkakasundo. Alam ko mahal niyo ako, mahal kita. Nay, pagbigyan niyo ako sa gusto kong gagawin. And yeah, sasamaan loob niyan. Pero pag bumabalik ka, may bit-bit ka namang, 10,000 kada bisita. Di ba? May bit-bit ka namang palitsyon dyan. Tapos, Nay, yung kapatid ko, ako na bahala dyan. Do you think magdono pa sila? Hindi na.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I like it right now that the young kids, they have a gap year. So yung gap year is for them to explore what they want. And I'm telling them, okay, explore what you want, but you know what? Make sure every time you go home, they feel loved, they feel supported, they feel loved. Tapos dagdag ka sa bahay, hindi ka pabigat. Then, they now know that you're responsible, they now know they can trust you, and they will just leave it up to you.
Yes. Actually, one of the most pinakakinakatakutan na nanay ko nun. Kasi syempre, iba pa rin mother's love kaysa sa dad's love. Doon sa, nung gusto ko nang bumukod kasi ako nun, nung wala akong disiplina sa bahay. Magulo. Ang pakialam, mahiugasin dyan lang. Kapag wala nagluto, hindi ako kakain. Ganun akong tao dati. At takot yung mother ko na umalis ako. Kasi parang I'm setting myself into a trap. Parang ganun yun nasa isip ng mother ko. Pero yun nga, buti na lang na nilet go niya ako at doon din ako tumulong din sa mga kapatid ko. So, ang question ko naman, sa mga taong gustong maging successful, ang sinasabi ko sa kanila, kung bata ka pa lang at gusto mong maging successful at mas maganda na bumukod ka na mas maaga. Are you agree with that or hindi?
Okay, I'll tell you 5 kami magkakapatid. In terms of finances, I mean in all areas of life, feeling ko, judgment ko, and maybe all my siblings will agree, milya-milya ang nilayo ng ganda ng buhay ko. If I were to look at it, bakit? Okay, yung 3 elder siblings ko, umabot ng 20, 30, almost 40, they're still with my mom. Ako kasi lumayas ako eh.
Sa pilitan?
Hindi. Binugbog ako nung pangalawang elder brother ko. Ito.
Oh.
And because I got so hurt, I said, okay, I wanna leave. So, umalis ako. pumunta ako sa isang dormitory at doon ako lumapit sa tatay ko at humingi ng allowance. So hindi ko alam yung dormitory na tinitirahan ko, yung mga ka-dormmate ko, yung mga mayayaman sa mga province. So biruin mo noon in the 80s, hindi uso yung mga SUV. Pero nakakasakay na ako ng Nissan Patrol. Tapos may mga Land Cruiser pa na backup. Yung Land Cruiser lang na 2 doors na may backup, may mga bodyguard. Hindi ko alam yung mga housemates ko, anak ng mayayaman sa province na pinag-aral sa Davao. So which means, if you want to change your life, the fastest way, and I would always say 55% is your theory of space. What does it mean? Number 1, where are you physically most of the time? Nasa isang lugar ka ba na ang pinag-uusapan is all about business, it's all about moving forward, it's all about wealth and growth? Or nasa isang lugar ka ba na walang ibang hinahanap ko hindi mag-London? Alam mo yung London?
Ano yun?
Londito, London. Naghahanap ng mauutangan.
London.
Did that make sense? So which means your theory of space will dictate either you're gonna grow and expand. So again, where we grew up, where all my siblings grew up, are still on the same mindset. Na dati tayong mayaman, ngayon medyo nahirapan na, it's still that victim mindset. Now, can you imagine at age 17 or 18, umalis na ako, nag-dorm ako, at doon ko nakita, kasi yung mga dormmates ko, may mga yaya. Tapos yung aming floor, parang hotel ang linis. So, parang we were in a 5-star hotel na parang ang sarap pala nito. Kaya pag umuwi ako sa amin, ayaw ko nang umuwi kasi nakita ko na yung parang I've been to paradise and why will I still go home to the hell?
Yes.
So it starts with number 1, theory of space. Unang-una, nasaan ka most of the time physically?
Yes.
But that's not enough. Number 2, who are you with? Are you surrounded with people whose language is all about business, moving forward, gratitude, all of these things that we're talking about? Or are you still in a space wherein yung kapitbahay, pinagchichismisan natin, we don't talk about ideas, all we talk about people,
Yes.
siraan. Again, that's the biggest, I should say, expansion. That's why a lot of people who I mentor, we always make sure that the fastest you can get out and love people who you love from afar, the fastest way you can be very successful. Si Paulo, I challenge them, get out of where you were born, live in a place wherein pag-uwi mo, feeling mo ang yaman mo, feeling mo ang ganda, a condo na may swimming pool, 3-bedroom, and nagbumukod sila lahat, no? 6 sila. In 1 year time, nag-10x ang business nila. Bakit? The energy vibration of a space wherein maganda, maayos, malinis will also amplify your personal energy vibration. But that's not enough. The people who you are with.
Yes.
Itabi ka sa isang performer na mas magaling sa'yo, tataas by 30% yung performance mo. Magaling ka, itabi ka sa non-performing, 80% mababa ang performance mo. So that's what we call theory space. The space where you are at will determine whether you're gonna expand and grow. So I always believe the faster I get out from where I came from, the more basta importante lang, lilipatan mo, mas maganda.
Basta yun yung
Mas
pinamalaga.
feel mo, hindi ko sinasabing 5-star hotel, but feel mo upgraded na to. Pero dapat yung kasama mo, nakausap mo araw-araw, upgraded din. Kasi kung hindi, useless din yun.
Yes.
Theory of space is very important.
Paano naman sabihin naman natin, nalaman nila na lahat ng mga sinabi, bumukod na. Mas magandang place. Kaso nandun na sila sa point na nung pinapanood nila itong podcast, meron na silang mga kaibigan na kaibigan nila hindi yung kaibigan na tinutukoy mo. So, maling kaibigan niya sa kanila. So, ano yung next na gagawin nila? Iiwan ba nila? Harap sila ng bago? Or i-upgrade ba niya yung mga kaibigan niya? Or anong gagawin niya doon?
This is the whole truth about people wanting to make their dreams come true. They need to change people who they hang around with. Not to judge them, but they are where they are because that's where they choose to be. And I guess the biggest price to pay for success is you will have to change people around you. I'm not saying all, but what I'm trying to say here is if people are willing to journey with you in the expansion of their mindset towards wealth consciousness, and they will not laugh about you because may mga pangarap ka, then okay silang kasama. Pero pag pinagtatawanan ka kasi marami kang ginagawang kalokohan, marami kang ginagawang kung ano-ano na hindi nila alam, chances are hihilain ka pababa. Example, nakatayo ako dito. Hihilain kitang pataas at ayaw mong umakyat. Hirap akong paakyatin ka or madaling paakyatin? Hirap. Now, without you putting an effort, pulling me down, is it easy or hard?
Easy. Madaling.
Law of gravity.
Yes.
So which means you have to understand, are you hanging around with people who are energy suckers, whose mindset does not, again, vibrational energy yan eh. Let's be real, ngayon, I don't know for you, but right now, no, karamihan ng nako-coach ko, they have brand new friends. Why? Because when they go hang around with their old friends, nabobore na sila. Kasi nga, yung energy vibration iba na.
Yes.
Hindi na nagmamatch yung kwentuhan. Ito kasi, yung kwentuhan, nung grade 2 tayo, nung grade 3 tayo. Tapos, every time nag-meet kayo, wala kayong pag-usapan kung hindi yung past. No? Si naalala mo, nakatayo sa upuan, di ba? Sige ito, sige ganyan. Paulit-ulit yung kwento. It's so more. Tapos, this is the best part. Because asenso ka, obligado kang magpautang. Because asenso ka, obligado kang magpakain. But when you start putting a line, ikaw nang masama.
Yes. Parang may iwasan yun.
Let it be.
Let it be. It is what it is.
It is. Hindi ko naman ninakaw to eh.
Yes.
Pinagtrabahuan ko to. Kung gusto nyo, tulungan ko kayo. Magbago tayo. Mag-grow tayo. Pero kung okay ka lang kung nasaan ka, I love you, I respect you, and I'll continue to grow and expand because I have a bigger things to support the world, to bless the world.
Okay. So,
I call that loving them from afar.
wow.
So wag nating husgahan, wag nating maliitin, yun lang yung nasaan sila. Pero sa totoo lang, boring na silang kasama. Kasi iba na yung pinag-uusapan eh.
Baka mabash ka dyan. Kasi pag sinabi mong boring na sila.
O di mag-bash kayo. Go! Bash me. It doesn't matter. I mean, seriously, I'm speaking my truth. I'm blessing with you with new idea. I know this is working. And if you don't like what I'm saying, bash all you can. Love you.
So, ibig sabihin ng coach, yung mga kaibigan mo dati, kapag hindi na kayo same ng vibration, kailangan mo na talaga sila palitan. Truth hurts. Pero ngayon, papalitan na kanila. Ngayon daw, next question is, saan sila makakahanap ng friends na same ang vibration at saan sila makakahanap nun? At what if yung friends na nakasama na gusto makahanap ng mas more na vibration or mas more na upgraded, eh yung kaibigan niyang upgraded, ayaw siyang kaibiganin kasi siya yung nasa ilalim.
Alright.
Di ba?
Gandang tanong yan. Unang-una, mas madali na nga ngayon eh. Kasi ang dami ng Facebook group, ang dami ng katulad mo.
Yes.
Right? So, what I'd like to do is expose yourself. Again, growth. To grow with these people online. But make sure, pag may invitation, experience, you get to meet them a lot. Now, sa totoo lang, kung gusto mo ako maging mentor, don't just tell me, Coach, can you mentor me? Because the answer will be no. Why? Taker yan eh.
Yes.
Lahat ng minimentor ko ngayon na seryoso ako, bago yan nakapasok sa space ko, bigay yan ng bigay. What can I do for you, Coach? What can I support you with? What can I... To a point wherein, wow, grabe naman tong taong to mapagbigay. Now, I'm gonna give you my time. Remember, I only have 24 hours a day.
Yes.
And if I spend it with people who's just there to take, it's not worth.
Yes.
It has to be an exchange of energy.
Yes.
So which means, number one, if you want to hang around with the rich people,
Yes.
make sure your first mindset here is, what can I support this man? What can I help this man? You know, natutuwa ako, no, because again, one of the speaker last Sunday sa kay RDR is Don Soriano. Is one of the people who I admire, really successful man. But when he started seeking for my mentorship, all he did was every day hang around with me, carry my bag, do this, drive for me. Alam naman sipahin ko siya sa buhay ko. Right? And now, you've proven the fact that you're here because you want to learn, you want to absorb, because mentorship is not just theory.
Yes.
It's also experience that you are with this person.
Yes.
But more than the experience, you have to have something to apply with. Sabi ko, Don, ang maganda sa'yo kasi meron kang application area. Kasi kung magpapamentor ka pa sa akin at kukuha pa negosyo sa akin, parang mahirap yun. Kailangan, bigay kita sa theory, you experience my mentorship, but kailangan meron kang sariling application mo. And now I'm so proud, he's very successful, he's doing great, he's professional speaker, pero ni-remind niya na don't be a social climber. Be a giver to rich people, because when you start giving to rich people, when you start serving rich people, when you start helping them solve their problem, they'll start hanging around with you.
Yes.
This is the best part. They want you to become like them.
Yes. That's very, very, very true.
And if you ask me saan nang galing lahat ng negosyo ko, people who I served, people who I supported, people who I know I gave so much, they want me to be like them in terms of their financial life. And it's happening. I become partners of their business.
Okay, ito yung question. Ano yung mga business mo ngayon, Coach Russ?
Right now, I have a financial services group. Okay, I have people who's doing it. I'm really happy with it. Why? It's an expression of my way of mentoring people. Okay, one of the most beautiful business that I am not even there, but it's providing 7, sometimes 8 figures income business for me is a direct sales to Kanjan Water. I think last year we were at top 3, top 4 nationwide, and our goal this year is to be number 1 worldwide. Now with my partners, Simon and Diana. Okay. Recently we just put up a farm, and it's doing good in terms of rentals.
Yes.
Right. I have traditional business, manpower agency in Davao, wherein we're helping a lot of people provide training so that they can be better, so that they'll be hired. Yung end of service, we want them to be absorbed by the company. Right? Most active ko right now is consultancy. At any given time, I only want to handle 10 companies, wherein I visit once a month, consultancy, unlimited calls. That's really doing great income for me, because again, when you help people live a life where it's easy, it's fun, exciting, and solve their problems, they're willing to pay you a lot. No?
Yes, yes.
I have a lot of programs right now that when I launch it, easily it's 8 figures income. So all of that things are happening, and yet I still have more time to enjoy my life, looking for more opportunity. I'm never busy. I'm never overwhelmed. I don't have stress.
Negosyo, tapos hindi ka masyadong, no?
Yeah, I mean,
Hindi ka
without it's sige, next, Coach Russ before, di ba? Sabi, okay, this, pwede ako ito, right? Okay, 28, sure, I can handle. I have 3 event on that day, but I can handle all.
Ano yung ballpark ng neto ng income mo?
Net of tax?
Hindi, net income.
Siguro, on a worst month, 3, 3.5. On a good month, 10, 12.
Oh, okay. So ngayon, sa ganong kalaki ng kinikita mo, from 4 to 12 million every single month, na hindi ka masyadong busy. Ito yung next controversial question. Does money buys happiness?
It doesn't buy happiness, it amplifies happiness.
Oh.
Because happiness is a choice. May pera ka, but if you choose to be happy, you're happy. Wala kang pera, if you choose to be happy, you're happy. However, mas masarap kayong umiyak dun sa kotse mong Lambo kaysa iiyak ako sa jeep. No, I want to be real.
Yes.
Mas masarap umiyak sa Shangri-La Hotel at mag-book in muna ako doon dahil lonely ako. Versus iiyak ako doon sa bahay na halos walang bintana kasi squatter area kami. I want to be real that with money you have more choices. With more choices you get good things in life. But more than that, you're being able to help people who you love.
Yes.
And it's not happiness, it's fulfillment. I mean, I don't want to be in a space wherein, anak, pasensya na. Nagmamahala naman tayo. Kaso lang, wala talagang pera si nanay.
No.
That's bullshit.
Yes.
I want to always say that money will give you a lot of option. And it's not happiness, it's pleasure.
Yes.
It's fun, it's excitement. And I want to live a life wherein fun and excitement is always available because I have money.
Yes.
And it will amplify happiness.
Yes. So ngayon, na sinabi mo nga kanina na hindi ka masyadong nag-work dun sa mga business mo. And all of your team and people are building your business. So, ito yung question. Kung wala ka ng pinagkakabalahan sa mga negosyo mo, ano yung ginagawa mo? So, ito yung question. Ano yung daily routine mo?
Okay.
Pagkagising hanggang sa pagkatulog.
My daily routine starts the night before. I make sure that I sleep non-negotiable at least 10 p.m.
Non-negotiable?
Non-negotiable.
Maximum 10.
Maximum 10.
Bakit
Can be
10?
earlier than 9. Because your day before or your night before dictates the following day. Sige, natulog ka ng alas 3, nagising ka ng oras.
12.
12.
11.
Magandang araw mo, wasak ang araw mo. To be honest.
Siguro, ako, natutulog ako 3, 4.
Okay.
Gumigising ako 12
Okay.
or 1.
But how productive that is for you?
Okay.
Klaro ba? How do you feel about you waking up that moment of time? It's all about how I feel about myself. Have you ever experienced sleeping early and you woke up early?
Yes.
How did that feel like?
Medyo, masarap. So,
Exactly. Can you imagine, I'm up today by 3 a.m., my energy is high, and it really sets up my day.
yes.
It sets up everything.
Yun
Wasak
nga rin.
ang buong araw mo, wasak ang buong week mo, wasak buong month mo. Again, yes, you may be getting what you want, but it's forceful, it's tiring, it's empty.
Pero bakit ganun yung coaches? Parang, ngayon naisip ko, kahit kumpleto tulog mo, pero kung hapon ka na gumigising, parang kakapagod ng feeling. Pero kahit kulang ang tulog mo, pero pag umaga ka gumigising, medyo...
It's not the number of hours of sleep Kaya ka pagod-pagod because again, your conscious mind and your subconscious, nag-aaway yan The conscious mind is saying, kailangan ko mag-grind, kailangan ko kumita kasi may goal ako. The subconscious here is, hindi, pagod ka, tulog ka. Sino laging nananalo? Ito.
Yes.
Pero pag ito na nanalo, I'll guarantee you stay there long enough, hard enough, depression, anxiety, overwhelmment. That's where the tiredness comes in. But my style really is suspend conscious mind, suspend subconscious mind, go directly to the superconscious, to the source, or to God, to the spirit, to the universe. And that is a true practice of meditation. So, which means I allow myself to operate not from thinking. I don't think a lot. But I also observe, am I coming from my subconscious, which are my programming, which are all the things that are limiting me, or am I coming from the source that is limitless?
Okay.
So my routine starts with night. So I make sure an hour before, I don't have any cell phones. Okay, simply because the last information I see in my cell phone becomes now an information that I sleep with. And then I make sure that before I sleep, I spend 10-20 minutes of gratitude and meditation. So, ganitong itsura ko bago ako matulog. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you. Okay. All thank you.
Pero nakangiti.
Yeah, sige nga, huwag kang ngumiti ngayon. Ngumiti ka. Do you see the difference?
Yes.
physically.
Yes.
It dictates.
Yes.
Right? It's a training. Of physically, I'm happy and excited. Kahit mukhang sira ulo, di bali, it's creating so much for me. Claro? But emotionally, it affects me. So can you imagine I sleep with that state? We call it training yourself to be in a peak state because you are preparing yourself the following day to make sure you're on your peak state, level 10. Because when you're peak state, everything else follow.
Ano yung consistent yun? Araw-araw ganun?
Oh yeah. Wala pa akong palya. Yesterday was my 4th year anniversary to be up by 4 a.m. every day or earlier.
Earlier pa.
Or earlier to do my 1 hour or more meditation. 4th year anniversary last year, yesterday. None. I have not experienced a day without it.
Pagkagising mag-meditate?
Pagkagising, matik. Okay, syempre banyo first. After banyo, upo ka agad. Nakaupo lang. And then antayin ko lang mag-bell yung 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. Depende. Today, I did 2 hours. Pagkatapos, I go to the mat. It's either I do my warm-up.
So ngayon, yun na nga. Balik na tayo sa routine. Tulog ka 10, gising ka
4 at
4, tas meditate 2 hours.
1 hour, 2 hours. Depende sa trip ko. No? So today, I did 2 hours. And after 2 hours, I have my mat everywhere I go. Okay, so today, ginanahan akong mag 10-minute warm-up, 20-minute dumbbell exercise, 25-minute yoga. Okay, so sometimes warm-up lang, sometimes dumbbell lang, most of the time yoga lang. But today, I did all. After that, now, I start checking my
Phone.
messenger. In my phone, I don't have Facebook, Instagram, all of the things, monk mode. All the things that will distract me. So if I wanna check, whatever I wanna check, laptop. Kasi intentional yun. Kasi minsan, sometimes, nakakatingin mo, ay, oras na. Patay tayo dyan, right?
Sa paggising ko, hindi ka nagpa-phone?
No, you don't.
Ano yung gagawin paggising literal? Banyo agad?
Banyo, upo, exercise. Kasi pag nag-phone ka, do you think you can still exercise or tapos ang dami ko na asikasuin? Nawawala ka sa intention mo sa pag-alaga sa sarili mo.
Oh.
The intention here is self-care. Which means you start spending time, quality and quantity time with a person who is the most important human being for you, and that is you.
Yes.
You know why people are lonely?
Okay.
Because they don't like the person who they're alone with.
Oh. Ganda
So,
lang.
you spending time with you being comfortable alone, it's the best. Kasi, if everything is taken away from me right now,
Yes.
everything, even my family name, even whatever,
Yes.
I'll be more excited
Grabe.
because I'm prepared to receive what's in store for me. But that's only possible when you have deep faith and trust to allow Him to be in full control of your life.
So, ibig sabihin ba ng Coach Russ, kailangan mo maglaan ng oras talaga na for self-care?
Hindi lang kailangan, it's my ultimate only number 1 priority and everything else is secondary.
Oh. So, yun yung ginagawa mo, Coach Russ, self-care from 3 to 7?
Let's say 7. Pagdating ng 7, una ko, tignan ko messenger ko, tignan ko Viber ko, tignan ko kailangan ko sagutin. After that, naghahanap na ako ng oportunidad kung saan ako makapag-bless. Yun lang yung whole week ko. I don't remember soliciting for business. I don't remember asking people favor. All I remember, maybe for the longest time, 5 years, it's who can I serve, who can I bless, who can I support. And if you look at my calendar, it's all fully booked, but it's all service. And he's taking care of my business.
Galing. So hanggang pagka tulog mo na, puro ganon.
Ganon lang.
Share ng blessing. Sabi mo, one time ka lang kumakain. Why?
Of course, habang tumatanda, I wanna maintain my physique.
Yes.
I wanna live until 120, 130 years old.
You wanna live?
Yeah. And I intend to do that. So
Possible?
it is. With the technology right now, if you look at the history of humanity, people lives longer right now because, again, there are wearables, there are technology that can, support all our DNA. Longevity is one of the big things that's going on right now. So, which means I want to live a life wherein hindi ako pabigat.
Yes.
Wherein even if I'm 80, 90, 100 years old, no, ganito pa rin ang tayo ko, ganito pa rin ang physique ko. And the best way I can do that and still enjoy my life is just to contain my eating time this, because I wanna eat all the things I wanna eat. I mean, matakaw ako, lumaki akong kung kailangan ubusin ko. So yung 4 hours, doon ako mag-enjoy. But at 20 hours, hindi ako kakain.
Hindi ka nagputo?
Hindi na ako kakain man ako ngayon dahil I just love how it was prepared by chef.
Yes.
Kung hindi niya in-explain yun, I would just say, you know what, I'll just drink my water, I watch you, but that's how I want to respect and honor his preparation for me, and I'll eat it. But kung gutom ako, hindi. If I eat tonight because I force myself to eat. It's really, that's why it's called meditation. Meditation is really to be familiar with. So, familiar tayo sa breakfast, AM snack, lunch, PM snack, dinner, midnight snack.
Yes.
Familiar tayo. But I allowed myself to be familiar with one meal a day.
And that is?
That is intermittent fasting.
Anong oras yun?
Today, I had my first meal 11. I always eat with raw food. It's either vegetables or fruits. After an hour, I eat the real food. And then I think the last meal I had was 1 o'clock na 1:30.
Oh, okay.
Yun lang. Pagkatapos noon, tubig na lang. Not even anything that has color. It's all water. And sanay na ako.
So
Yung mga kasama ko, alam na nila na, no matter how much they force me, I choose not to.
So you have your own, may asawa ka na ba siya?
I have a partner. We've been together for 16 years.
16 years?
Yes. Together, living in.
Tapos wala kayong anak?
Wala. Aso. Tsaka mga pusa.
Why?
I think with that choice that I want to live my life right now, it's not responsible to have my own children. Kasi ayoko mag-alaga. Diba? Lumaki kasi kami sa yaya and I did not like how it felt like. So with my lifestyle right now, I choose to serve people who I mentor as my own children. Simply because wala akong tiyaga mag-alaga. Gusto ko lang pag masaya, pero pag umiiyak na, bahala ka na dyan, ikaw na bahala, yaya.
How about your bloodline?
Doesn't matter, we're all the same. I mean, we belong to one race, human race, so it doesn't matter anymore.
So wala kang pakialam, coach, kapag na wala na magmamana ng last name mo?
It doesn't matter. All of my assets right now, it will go to the churches that I'm supporting in making sure that I don't keep, I give it all away.
Lahat? Wala kang titira?
No attachment.
Paano yung aso mo?
I will outlive Gaston.
So, knock on wood, pero kapag papalo ka, coach, lahat na napuntar mo, ibibigay mo sa lahat.
Yeah, that's in my last will and testament.
Oy, grabe.
My partner and I have talked about it already.
Yes. Siyempre, hindi siya sang-ayon doon.
Hindi, okay din siya because pareho kami ng mindset, pareho kami ng vibration, pareho kami ng living heart, no, na we have one beautiful property in the middle of yung mongha tsaka pare na seminaryo. And we just said, anything happens to us, hatiin natin, bigay natin sa monastery.
Wow. Okay. Grabe, no? Lagi mo na rin ako sa last will mo. Ako mag-asikaso, promise yan. De, joke lang. Ito yung next question ko. Ano yung, syempre, puro na tayo, bless. Puro na tayo, mga na-achieve, mga naggawa, dapat ito, dapat ganyan. Ito na naman next question ko. Ano yung pinaka-biggest regret mo sa buhay?
Ako, naging responsable ako sexually at sana nakabuntis ako noon pa para nagkaroon ako ng anak ngayon na 20-30-year-old.
So nagkaroon ka rin ng kasintahan dati na babae?
Oh yeah. Muntik nga ako kinasal eh. Oo. So again, in my...
Anong age nun?
Early 30s? Oh, so sabi ko nga ako, sana naging... Kasi syempre noon, kikwento ko ba?
Siyempre.
Siyempre noon, di ba, nagkaroon ko ng girlfriend, tapos hindi pa naman uso noon yung mga protection. Pero naging responsable ako in making sure na, okay, merong cycle, so doon lang gagawin. But sabi ko, sana binuntis ko na lang yung mga yun.
Mga yun?
Sana, but,
Bakit mga yun?
Manami.
So agree ka, Coach Russ, na okay lang magkaroon ng 3 asawa para kay Bugoy?
Ay, hindi. It's all about love and respect.
So naniniwala ka dapat sa
People who you are in relationship with. Here's the thing. Kung yung nauna, okay lang sa kanya, at yung pangalawa na okay sa kanya, then that's an agreement. I don't go for moral, legal. I go for hindi ba ako nakakaapak ng ibang tao. Kung okay sa kanya, then we have an agreement, then we're good. Pero kung alam mong hindi okay sa kanya, bakit ko siya gagawin? Huwag na lang. Because ako, I go for making sure that wala akong inaapakang ibang tao intentionally because yung libog ko mas malaki kaysa respeto at pagmamahal ko sa ibang tao.
Oh, okay. So ito na nga, na sabi ko ano yung biggest regret mo. Sabi mo, sana nakabuntis ako ng babae. Ngayon, bakit yun yung naging biggest regret mo? Ano ba yung naging epekto nun sa'yo?
Hindi naman, parang ano kayo pakiramdam? Kasi sa totoo lang, lahat ng mga mentee ko ngayon, feeling ko talaga magulang nila ako. I think last month, may tumawag sa akin, umiiyak ako kasi sabi niya, Coach, ganito, pinag-uusapan namin yung role sa kasal. So eto na nga, okay, ikaw maghahatid kang MJ. Kasi parang naging ama na ako noon, naging orphan na si MJ, wala nang ama eh. Coach, pagdating mo sa altar kay MJ, pupunta ka sa likod. Kasi ikaw maghahatid sa akin.
Grabe.
Parang wala nga akong anak, pero na-bless ako na feeling ko ako nagpalaki sa kanila dahil maybe at a younger age, I supported them with what I have as a mentor. And for me to be given that role, hahatid ko silang dalawa. Pareho akong tatay. Ang sarap nun.
Habang naglalakad ka sa... Ano yung nafe-feel mo nun?
Right now, while talking about it, the emotion is just, parang I just feel so blessed that I'm able to bless people because I may not have my own biological children, but the role of a father to somebody else who did not have a father figure or somebody who lost their father, I was able to fulfill that.
Oh.
So it's never about the biological father, but it's about the fulfillment of the purpose that maybe this man become a better man because when his father passed away, he chose me to guide him as a father. And good job. This woman, her name is Kate, did not even know who his father is. Chose me to be his role model as a dad. That's why maayos at magandang buhay niya. Because alam ko, naging maganda akong ama sa kanya.
Okay. So ngayon, nung naglalakad ka doon at nahatid mo na nga sila, pumasok mo sa isipan mo na ito pala yung feeling na isang pagiging tatay. So ngayon, pumasok rin ba sa isip mo na ano kayang feeling na magkaroon ng biological child? At pinapangarap po ba hanggang ngayon na magkaroon ng sariling?
Hindi na.
Hindi na.
I'm 52 right now. At sa dami ng mga kabataan na mini-mentor ko, I'll just treat them as if they're my own children. Love them, respect them, grow them, raise them as if they're my own. And the beautiful part around it, na-appreciate ng mga magulang nila yung nagagawa ko sa mga anak nila. And they will always recognize, buti na lang naipasa namin sa'yo yung mga anak namin kasi mas gumanda ang buhay nila kaysa anong buhay na meron kami.
Yes. So, ito yung question is, sabi mo dati is meron kasinta na babae. So, what moment sa buhay mo na na-realize mo na hindi pala babae ang para sa'yo?
Hindi, maliit pa lang ako. Alam ko ng iba ko eh. Maliit pa lang ako, nabubugbog na ako. Maliit pa lang ako, hindi ako naglalaro doon sa mga baril-barilan kung hindi doon ako sa mga barbidal. Alam ko iba na ako na maliit ako.
Pero,
however, in my generation, di ba? Kasalanan ng pagiging bakla.
yes.
Masusunog ka sa hell.
Yes.
Kahiya-hiya ka. So I have to pretend somebody who I'm not. So, dati, ganito boses ko, pare.
Oh my God.
Kasi, takot akong, alam mo, mahuli. Di ba? Marami palang cute dyan. That was my tiring suicidal moment that I cannot pretend who I'm not.
Oh.
And the biggest fear there is baka hindi ako tanggapin at mahalin
Yung mga tao.
ng lumikha sa akin kasi eto ako. And the game changer there is this is not who I am, but it's just a choice I'm making in my life as a lifestyle. But I've always been a creation of God that will never change.
Ngayon, from you are takot na takot sa mga tao na ma-judge ka kaya hindi ka lumalabas na kung ano yung nafe-feel mo. Ngayon, saan moment sa buhay mo na face mo yung fear na yun na hindi, ito ako?
I think when I went into a deep search of understanding that the only approval that I need is my approval.
Oh,
And
ganda nun.
bonus na lang kung i-approve nila ako or hindi. So which means my job here is to hack my past with forgiveness, meaning forgiving everyone, including myself, for the past shame and guilt that I carry. But that's not enough. I need to start hacking my present through mindfulness. That's why I want to be mindful all the time through the practice of meditation. However, I cannot stop there because I want to hack my future with enoughness, meaning I work on me, in me, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually,
Yes.
in creative ways, so that the future is uncertain.
Yes.
You'll never know what will happen tomorrow.
Yes.
But one thing for sure, I'm A-okay being me.
Yes.
Whether the world approves of me or not, or whether the sun will not show up tomorrow, I know I am enough. And that's the only work I have to make sure that I feel good about myself when I am by myself, going back to my extreme self-care. Because we have to be real. Yes, money is good, but it's not the end all and be all.
Yes.
But the end all and be all is how do I feel about me? How do I like me? Because in the end, people want to be successful because they want people to see them as who they are
Yes.
based on their standard. But in the end, doesn't matter. How do you see yourself?
Yes.
And para sa akin, if people don't like me, do I care? Yes. But not that much. You wanna know why?
Why?
I like me. A lot. And if you don't like me, that's okay. Choice mo yun. Why? Because I like me a lot. And that's still work in progress.
So sabi mo nga is paano naka-apekto yung what do you call this? Ang inyong pagkakalabas na ikaw ay nafe-feel mo na ikaw ay isang bakla. So ngayon, paano siya naka-apekto sa iyo sa paggagawa ng trabaho mo? Like for giving blessing. For example, sinabi mo sa church.
Okay. Again, not all
Yes.
but there are some, church who is judging the lifestyle and the choice I make. And I respect that. And I bless whatever their belief around it. However, that will not stop me from blessing the world. So, which means, kung hindi ako welcome doon sa alam kong makakatulong, ba't ko ipipilit? Did that make sense?
Yes.
Huwag mong ipilit yung isang bagay or isang idea or isang awareness sa taong hindi naman open.
Yes.
Nagsasayang ka lang ng time eh.
Yes.
So again, it's not just the church, but it's traditional leaders, traditional businessmen. My idea is not their way of idea. Hindi ko ipipilit. Maraming may gusto nito, maraming may kailangan nito. So I'd rather focus my energy, time, effort with the people who wants this, but there's people who don't want this. That's a-okay. I bless you, I respect you, and walang pakialaman ng trip. Trip nyo yan, I bless you.
Okay. Last question. Ano yung pinaka-memorable? Kasi you are transformational coach.
Yes.
You transform lives from A to Z. From better to best. So ngayon, ano yung pinaka-top one na memorable na transformation na nakita mo na ginawa mo sa isang tao?
Last Sunday, lumabas yung interview ni Mix Flores kay RDR. At both of them were acknowledging that the reason why they are where they are. Of course, si RDR was just recent. But for Mix, I took care of him since 21 to he's almost 30 right now. That for me is a complete evidence na what I'm doing is creating a lot of difference to the lives of many people, because this young man is also supporting thousands of people change their lives. Because I chose to support him and believe in him when he was nobody. And now he's doing the same thing. Kumbaga, we were counting okay? Jed is now on the 9th generation. And Jed is now doing mentorship with how many people? 7.
Wow.
And in 6 months' time, this 7 will have another 7.
Yes.
Can you imagine the impact of
Yes.
the lives that we're changing simply because somebody chose to mentor me and change the course of my life, and I passed on that baton to the 9th, to the 10th, to the next generation. And for me, that's not something that money can buy, but it's something that I want to do, whether I'm paid or not, for the rest of my life.
Wow. Grabe. So, kumbaga yung impact mo nagkaroon ng parang yung kalat niya is passing on. So, ayun yung pinaka-memorable na transform mo na tao.
Yeah. And remember those people who attended my transformational course 10, 15 years ago, when they call me, they would always say, I am where I am because I attended your seminar. Last week lang, I got a call from parang the right hand of J-Lim, who I admire a lot. And sabi ko, kumusta ka na? Coach, alam mo ba, lahat nung nakapag-attend ng seminar mo 2010?
Tagal na.
Halos lahat magandang buhay.
Grabe.
Kaya coach, if possible lang, we want you to do it again for our new people. So sabi ko, wow, hindi ko alam ganun yung effect. And nakakatuwa na nagiging channel ako of blessing. And now, I want to have more people do what I do. Okay? My massive transformative purpose is healing humanity's wounds through love-infused world of transformation.
Yes.
So, that's what I want to be known for.
Okay. Ito yung question na gusto kong itanong matagal na eh. Kung nag-iisa na lang ang pagkain sa buong mundo, ano lang kakainin mo? Pero bago mo sagutin yan, sa pagbabalik ng Lazy Genius Podcast. Alam ko kayong mga nanonood ngayon, gusto nyo maging successful. Pero wala kayong budget or wala kayong pera. Well, ang ginawa ko is ni-recreate ko yung course ni Andrew Tate. Meron siyang Hustlers University at ni-replicate ko siya at nilagay ko siya sa Facebook group at binigay ko siya for free. Ang free Facebook group natin is Lazy Genius Club. Naglagay ako doon ng mga free course like affiliates, dropshipping, e-commerce, copywriting, Facebook ads. Lahat ng mga free course is nandun nakapost for free. At nag-weekly live Q&A ako doon para sagutin lahat ng mga tanong ninyo. Makakatulong talaga itong yung free group na to. Itong free group na to is nasa 50,000 members na. At dito is nag-share ng mga value, tips, advices para mag-grow pa to each other. At ito ay 100% for free. Kaya kung gusto nyo sumali, just subscribe and link down below para makita nyo kung ano yung link ng Lazy Genius Club on Facebook. See you! Welcome back to Lazy Genius Podcast at itatanong na natin si Coach Russ na mga matitinding fast talk.
Ayun, no?
Ready ka ba, Coach? Sure. Huwag kang kabahan na. Huwag kang kakabahan sa mga tanong ko. Kailangan mo sagutin to. Agad-agad. Go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Ano yung pinaka-craziest thing na nagawa mo sa pagmamahal?
To give it all of who I am, even it's hurting.
Oof. Ano yung ginawa naman sa'yo sa pinaka-craziest thing sa pagmamahal sa'yo?
To really serve me with all of heart and soul and spirit because my love language receiving is acts of service.
Oh, okay. If you could travel back in time, anong moment yung pupuntahan mo sa buhay mo?
I think nung grade 6 ako na walang umattend sa graduation ko except my lola. At sasabihin ko, okay lang yan dahil dito gumanda ang buhay mo.
Ayun. Ano yung pinaka-most embarrassing thing na nangyari sa'yo in public?
Most embarrassing thing that happened to public, I think grade 5, naging ako yung tagabuhat ng yung mga dancer ng mga sa Muslim dance. Tapos merong bees. Tapos na-distract ako. Nahulog yung dancer. At ako yung pinagtawanan.
Grabe naman yan. Kapag kakain ka na ng isang food forever, anong pagkain ito?
Durian.
Durian? Forever yun?
Oh, bakit hindi? Have you tried it?
Hindi pa.
Yun lang. Hindi mo natikman. Huwag mo natikman kasi para sa akin lang yan.
Okay. Ano yung pinaka-best prank na ginawa sa'yo?
Best prank na ginawa sa akin? Hindi tumatalbang prank sa akin eh. Hindi talaga kasi kalmado ko. I don't remember people pranking me because when they attempt to prank, parang hindi ako nagre-react. Parang, okay, sure.
Tayo sa likod mo?
Ha?
Tayo sa likod mo?
Saan?
Tayo sa likod mo?
Picture mo yan eh.
Joke lang. Walang prank. Ano yung most spontaneous thing na ginawa mo?
Nagising ako, I wanna eat Thai food, booked a flight, went to Thailand and Bangkok and took the next available flight which was the following day na.
Grabe, nag-crave ka sa Thai food. Tapos lumipat ka pa sa mount ng Thailand. Saan na kumain? Sawagay.
Would you do that? Cut natin yan.
Sige. If you could switch lives with a person in one day lang, kaninong buhay ito?
Oprah.
Oprah.
Yeah, I wanna see how it feels like to be a multi-billionaire, the first black woman American in the world who was able to achieve that. But also take a look at how does it feel like to have that huge impact.
Yes.
Sending 65,000 or more to university in US and that's my goal as well.
Oh.
Next year by September I wanna have at least 500 or more university students giving them a chance of a life because I want them to, have a better life. And Oprah, I think, did that over, 25 years, 65,000 people
Grabe.
sent to school.
Okay, mag-aaral ulit ako. Ikaw bahala sa akin, Coach Russ. If magkakaroon ka ng isang superpower, anong superpower ito?
The superpower I want to have is to be invincible. That being able to, be in spaces, be with people who I don't have access with, and get to understand, get to learn, get to expand my capacity to be compassionate, to understand ano ba talaga ang pakiramdam, ano ba talaga ang dinadaanan nila. So I will be more or less judgmental because I have that compassion, because I know what it is, because I was there without them noticing me.
Oh, gandang superpower yan. Parang mas matulungan mo sila. Okay. Ano yung favorite childhood memory mo?
Pag umuulan, we play. We have a very big lawn, and then yung lawn namin napakaganda ng grass. Parang golf range. Tapos mag-i-slide kaming pa ganon. As in talagang, every time I go back to a happy place, it's really the rain. Kaya right now, at 50 years old or more, pag umuulan sa province namin, which is Lukban, where I live, I see to it, I'm just in the puddle. I created a huge lawn to recreate that moment because I love being in the rain. I love in the puddle. I love just lying down on the grass.
Grabe. So you're interconnected with the earth.
As always, that's my biggest and wildest dream. No, in fact, January 2020, I was in Bali, Eat, Pray, and Love stuff, and I said I see myself as pray to God before age 70. I am living in the middle of rainforest, surrounded with rice paddies, walking barefoot every day. And nag-lockdown. And all of a sudden, I decided to move out of Manila, move to a rainforest, 3-hectare property surrounded with rice paddies, and I'm walking barefoot every day.
Grabe. If makikinig ka lang sa isang kanta lang, paulit-ulit na sa tenga mo habang buhay, anong kanta to?
Ko dami yun, but I am a great musical fan. So if only one song, Defying Gravity, Wicked.
Wow. Okay. Ano yung most expensive gift na na-receive mo?
I think it's a Rolex that's worth 2.5 million.
Na-receive mo? Okay. Ano yung most expensive gift na binigay mo?
Business class flight with my loved one on a London vacation, staying in a 5-star hotel, just watching play the whole week.
Magkano nagastos mo nun?
Kung merong 50,000 US, mukhang meron.
Grabe. Ano yung pinaka-boss move mo na nagawa mo dahil may pera ka?
Hindi dahil sa pera. I think it's more of when you see me in action in all of my seminar. Boss talaga. Kasi and people are just surprisingly in alignment. So parang I never use money as a way of making sure that people follows me. I use my influence. However, I demand a lot of excellence. So if you're not excellent, do not work with me because I demand excellence.
I mean, boss move like nagutom ka ng Thai food, pumunta ng Thailand ko, uwi ka na kinabukasan. Parang ganun. Other example of that.
Parang I think I had a neighbor and sabi ko makikis kasi she wanted me to do something for her company, and I said, samay ka na sa akin. So nung nakasakay ko sa car niya, sabi ko parang ang ganda nito. Gusto ko to. Tapos after a week, nakabili ko ng the same car.
Wow, ano ka na yun?
C-Class C180 Mercedes-Benz.
Uy, grabe. If hindi ka negosyante ngayon at ikaw ay isang empleyado, anong job ito?
I think gusto ko maging telephone operator.
Oh, bakit?
Parang, I just find it, parang pag nag-ring ng phone, ikaw yung taga-sagot, ikaw yung taga-greet, at the same time, parang gusto kong kumausap ng tao. Parang yan lagi ko, parang lagi sabi, pag wala ko ibang ginagawa, gusto ko maging telephone operator or maging call center agent.
Okay. If magiging fictional character ka, anong character ito?
Tinkerbell. I can fly. I can create magical moment for people. In Disney, Tinkerbell is such a fun that, you know, hindi nagsisimula yung parade not unless darating si Tinkerbell at iwawagwag yung kanyang parang dust, magic dust.
Yes.
So it brings joy and happiness.
Okay. If you could live in any country for the rest of your life, where would you choose?
Thailand, okay, specifically Bangkok. The food is great, people are great. I just love Thailand, seriously. The second country where I want to live outside Philippines, it's Thailand.
Oh, okay. Ano yung worst haircut na nangyari sa'yo?
Worst haircut, yung in the 80s, I don't know if you know Kim P. De Leon, no? Anak siya ni Joey De Leon.
Yes.
Meron siyang undercut. So I said I wanted that way, not knowing yun pala maganda lang yun pag yung buhok mo straight na maganda. So I had an undercut, pero yung buhok ko wavy. So magmukha siyang talagang hindi siya nakakatuwa at talagang pangit siya. Akala ko kulang ko, yun pala hindi.
Ano yung most beautiful place na napuntahan mo sa buhay mo?
Wow, Venice. I love it. Most probably Switzerland. I was just there last year. But para sa akin, yung gusto kong balik-balikan, the most beautiful is my own paradise in Lucban, Quezon.
Oh, okay.
Go there, you'll fall in love.
Okay. If magiging animal ka, anong animal ka?
Siyempre, aso. Aso. Man's best friend.
Pag hindi aso at pusa, ano?
Eagle.
Eagle. Bakit eagle?
Ang daming, yung eagle lang yung may kapasidad na pag the only creature on air that can actually spread its wings and can look at the sun, okay? Because eagle has a lot of integrity, but brought about by how they were trained na, like just what you kinikwento mo, na you don't give anything and everything to people who you love, but you train them in a way that they can create it on their own. I think eagle was built that way. A lot of integrity that their character is made of.
Okay. If manonood ka ng isang movie for the rest of your life, paulit-ulit lang nasa mata mo, itong movie na to, anong movie to?
Forrest Gump.
Wow. If magkakaroon ka ng isang talent, isang pitik lang na sa'yo na, anong talent ito?
Siyempre, singing, theater, the lead actor of Les Miserables, John Valjean.
Grabe. Ano yung pinaka-best book na nabasa mo?
Don't sweat the small stuff because everything is small stuff.
If magkakaroon ka ng isang kotse na gusto mong bilhin, bukas na mismo, anong kotse to?
Hindi ako mahilig ng car eh.
Hindi ka mahilig.
Happy na ako sa van ko, sa artista van ko. So, wherein I can sleep, I feel safe, zero desire for car.
Okay. Ano yung mga naipundar mo as a multimillionaire?
I think that the biggest right now is happy ako sa sarili kong paradise. It's a 3-hectare property. We were able to put in all the trees, all the plants, all the most beautiful nature that I can ever imagine. And we're still continually and never-ending improving it.
Ano pa yung mga naipundar mong mga material?
So far, of course, real estate. Ang dami kong mga lupa na land banking ang aking treatment.
Okay. Ano yung most delicious thing na nakain mo?
Burian.
Durian talaga. If magkakaroon ka ng isang hobby, anong hobby ito? Isang hobby lang, paulit-ulit.
Tree planting.
Tree planting. Ano yung best joke na narinig mo?
There was one time when Jesus was in the Last Supper.
Okay.
And he said, one of you will actually betray me. And then sabi ni Peter, is it I, Lord? Sabi niya, no, it's not you. Sabi ni John, is it I, Lord? No, it's not you. So ang natira na lang si Judas. So sinabi ni Judas, is it I, Lord? Sabi niya, is it I, Lord? Alam ko ikaw na, di ba? Judas ka.
If magkakaroon ka ng isang accent, anong accent ang gusto mo?
I like my Visayan accent. I love it, but it's already with me. Siyempre, Briton. No? British. I love also being in London. I have a 10-year visa in London.
Wow, okay. Ano yung most expensive thing na nabili mo?
Asset? Or
Pinakamahal?
siguro asset lang. Fixed asset that is lupa.
Yung 3 hectare?
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa? Ano pa?
Marami. Meron pa.
Pag ilang hectare yun, pag pinagsama-sama? Laki na rin yung 3 hectare.
Totally. Basta, meron na rin kahit paano.
Okay. Kapag magsosot ka ng isang kulay na damit, anong kulay ito? Except black?
White.
White.
Dalawa lang kulay ko eh.
If magkakaroon ka ng bagong pet, hindi aso, pusa, anong gusto mo?
I want to have a parrot.
Parrot.
Yung nagsasalita, yung mayroong interaction.
Okay. If mananalo ka ng loto ngayon, anong gagawin mo sa pera?
Pamigay ko.
If pipili ka ulit ng bagong career, anong career na gusto mo?
Theater actor if I'm given a good singing voice.
Okay. Ano yung una mong ginagawa pag gising?
Wiwi.
Ano yung una mong ginagawa bago matulog? Huling ginagawa pala.
Yun, nakasmile na ganun. Tapos thank you lang.
Okay. What does happiness means to you?
Happiness is being able to live my life purpose
Okay.
in making sure that I'm able to create an impact to other people.
Okay. Shopee or Lazada?
None. I don't do online shopping.
GMA or ABS?
I forgot.
Sinigang o adobo?
Adobo.
Rich and famous or rich and unknown?
Rich and unknown.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Jollibee o McDo?
Jollibee.
Movie or series?
Series.
Mamahalin mo pa rin ba ang partner mo kahit meron siyang 3 asawa?
Ay, hindi na.
Hindi na.
Mahalin ko siya pero wala na siya sa buhay ko. Mahal ko pa rin pero wala na siya sa buhay ko.
Mabait o gwapo?
Both.
Mistizo or moreno?
Mistizo.
Lights on or lights off?
Lights off.
What is the best podcast in the Philippines?
This interview is such a long interview that I think I was challenged to answer a lot of things na pwede bang kasama ko sa editing? Na ang dami kong sinabi na hindi ko nasabi. That no one dared to ask me questions, especially
Yes.
the question that I'm not hiding but also wishing not to be asked.
Okay.
So therefore, by now, it's the best simply because na-challenge ako. At syempre gusto ko yung haba. Kasi gusto ko ng airtime.
Yes.
So you made it about me. You never made it about you.
Okay. So what's the best podcast in the world?
Lazy Genius.
Okay. Thank you sa pagpupunta, Coach Russ. Medyo nahihirapan ka doon. Parang na-challenge ka rin doon sa huli. So you can promote your social media or anything dito sa camera na to?
Okay, it's Russ Juson. Yun lang yun. RUSSJUSON. Yeah, if you like my content, follow me. If you don't, that's okay.
Okay, thank you sa pagpupunta,
Thank you.
Coach. We will see you on the next episode. Goodbye.